Stand up! New York Giant fans, a new dawn, a new day. Giants bringing a new head coach, so we'll get to see how Mike Kafka does in his
a new quarterback too, right?
And Mr. Jameis Winston, we'll get to see him throw probably 4 touchdowns and 4 interceptions because that's
sweet. I'm looking forward to it.
Well, what's going on, Bando? Good to see you, man.
Yeah, as long as some of those touchdowns are Wandale, we're good. Jalen Waddle really disappointed me early on. I'm trying to get to 11-0 in my fantasy league, and that was a shitty start for me. So I had a tough decision. I didn't know, man, Christian Watson or Wandale Robinson. I went with Wandale because I figure Jameis is going to throw a million times. And it's funny on Twitter, someone's like, oh, your team must suck if that's your decision. But unlike a lot of people, I don't play in these little 6 to 8 man Yahoo leagues with one quarterback. That's not what this league is. When you're playing in a 2 quarterback, 12 team keeper league, it's difficult. So being 10-0, like I said, people saw my draft. They're like, oh, that's terrible. No, it really isn't. This is why we won the championship 2 out of the last 3 years. I know what the fuck I'm doing. This was a tough decision. I don't know where the hell to play, but we're going with Wandale Robinson.
And I see that Roman set the Bad Dog line at 4.5 today on the piss break, so we'll see how that plays out.
I will say this: I pissed a lot already, but I did have a lot of coffee, so you never know what.
I just dropped it to 3.5 with that information, so I'm going to be fair to Ben.
The line just shifted a lot
as we get overtime for the game of the year between the 2, 3, and 7 teams in Spain. So Spain will never watch another football game again.
Terrible.
But I'm ready to go. You know, Green Bay, obviously, we all know they have a great defense, but their offense has been about as bad as, probably worse than ours over the last month or so. So we'll see how we do today. I think it could be a competitive game, but we'll see. We'll see if the team gets a spark with Mike Kafka as the head coach.
I'll be surprised if it's not competitive. I do think it'll be but I think it'll be low scoring. I think you're looking at 20-17, 17-13, something like that. But hopefully, Jameis is definitely going to give us. He's definitely going to give us some interesting football. We love James.
Yeah. But let's say hello to some of our regulars. B-Rock, going to get to you in 1 second, man. Thank you so much. Iris Rover in the chat. MVK in the chat. Otis the Cow in the chat. Bliss Fam, one of our regulars in the chat. Thank you to everybody for being here. Who else? Papa Guzzo, of course. Brandon, thank you for being here. Janice in the chat. Thank you guys for being here. And yes, thank you to everybody in the chat for a little belated birthday wishes a couple of days ago, but appreciate all you guys. And
he's an old man now. He's 40. He's a man. We hit milestone birthdays in the same year. It's pretty.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, big milestone birthday.
Yeah, we're both fucking old. I'm just older. Yeah, decade.
What's up, Mark? Good to see you, Natron. Thank you for being here. And B-Rock says, Tana, happy birthday, buddy. What shall we say is the final score today? B-Rock, it was a pleasure. Of course, I went to the Giants game with him. Great guy. You know, incredible host, was offering to buy me drinks every stoppage and play. So I can't say thank you enough. It was great to get to meet him, to get to watch the Giants game. Of course, Bad Dog as well, and everybody else that we got to meet while we were there. But B-Rock, thank you so much, man, for the incredible generosity, and thank you for being a great supporter on the channel, man.
Big Moose says 40. I've got shirts older than that.
And Trey says, well, the last time the Giants played the Packers with a third-string quarterback, they won. Maybe a repeat of that today. I wouldn't rule it out. I mean, it's the NFL at the end of the day.
My dog is howling up there. You hear it?
On the TV. I didn't think that was an actual dog. Go check on his dog. But yeah, it's the NFL, Trey. Nothing would shock me if the Giants won today. We should have won probably 3 of our 5 losses this year. We should be 5-5. We should be. So we've been competitive in the majority of our games this year. So I wouldn't be stunned if the Giants won today. Dunk, what's going on, man? He says, happy belated, Chris. Excited to watch Jameis today. Hopefully we can pull out a win today. Go Big Blue. Dunk, I'm just excited to see some action today. Kafka, right? This is kind of his audition, right? So it's a big game for him. It's a big game for all the members of the coaching staff that are getting an opportunity in a raised role now that they got rid of Brian Daboll. And listen, I'm not going to rule it out. I know he's not like the dream candidate of any of ours. We don't even know who all the candidates are going to be. But if the Giants finish strong, I'm not ruling out the possibility of Kafka coming back. He's a guy that was highly regarded throughout the league. He has some familiarity with Jackson Dart. So I think those are going to be things in his favor when the time comes. So obviously the team's got to play well. And this is a huge game for him today. And we'll see how Kafka does with the New York Giants.
It'll be interesting to see the way he calls a game. If he's aggressive, if he's conservative. I would imagine he should be aggressive. I would hope. I mean, you're 2-8. You got nothing to lose.
No.
Go out there and you got Jameis, and he goes for broke all the time. So I think the Giants should play the same way.
Yeah, I agree. Picked off by the Dolphins. Thank God this game's going to end.
Yeah.
Thank God this game's going to end as we're getting ready for the Giants game. This has been an awful game. Awful game.
Oh, terrible. Just like the Monday night game was fucking horrendous. I mean, my God, the primetime games are like the worst games. I swear. And listen, as Giants fans, we watch enough bad football. We don't need bad football on prime time.
I get it that you want to score the touchdown because a field goal could tie the game, but with a minute, there was a minute 30 left. You got to take the 3 points there if you're McDaniel. I know the team's 3-7. You have nothing to lose. I get all that. I was shocked when they went for it on foot because the offense has been struggling all day in the red zone.
Well, it's not just that; it's a play call. It had no shot. I mean, you got to throw the ball there. You're on the 2-yard line. And
if you're going to go for it, you got to throw it.
It's not in the game. Yeah. I mean, you got to throw the ball there. Now the Dolphins will run it 3 times in a line and miss a field goal. That's what's going to happen.
Yeah, they're going to miss the field goal.
That's what's going to happen. They won't throw it. They'll run it 3 times.
They got it up to
they haven't stopped H-N all day, so now they might actually make the field goal.
Got it up to the 23. Evan says, would have been interesting to see Dart against the Packers defense. Keep up the great work, guys. Yeah, I think this would have been – I mean, I'm trying to think of the teams we played this year. This is probably the best defense we've played off the top of my head. The Packers have a very good defense. Very good defense. Their offense, not so much. But, yes, this is going to be a big test today.
Denver, I think Denver's defense, one of the better ones.
Good call. I forgot about Denver.
But, I mean, Jackson Dart chewed them up. He wasn't very accurate, but we did score 5 touchdowns against them.
Yeah, Denver's the best defense we played this year. I still can't believe that team's 8-2. I still can't believe that team's 8-2.
No, sometimes it's better to be lucky than good.
They barely beat us and the Jets back-to-back weeks.
Yep, crazy.
Billy says, obviously Dart is the future, but love Jameis getting some fun. Yeah, I mean, listen, I hope it's not more than a week or 2. I'm leaning it'll probably be at least 2 because they'll probably – my guess is they're probably going to hold Dart out until after the bye week because they're going to handle it with kid gloves. That's probably what will happen. Sense. So we'll probably see 3 weeks of Jameis if I had to guess. Certainly probably 2. So enjoy it, have some fun, and hopefully the team's competitive today.
Yep.
Yeah. Michael, good to see. I know he's a big Saints fan. Think a good idea to sit Dart for the no.
No, absolutely not.
Yeah. Now I did see, Bad Dog, what was interesting, not interesting, but obvious. But it's crazy to me that this wasn't hammered home by Dable. Maybe it was. We're not in the locker room. But a report came out today that the Giants are hammering home the fact to Jackson Dart with the new coaching staff.
Yeah,
he has to
protect yourself,
avoid contact.
I saw it. I saw that, and I don't know why that wouldn't have been a thing anyway. But like I said, I think Dable was just being a little bit selfish, and I think he knew, everything hinged on Jackson Dart's performance. And like I said, after you hear the rumors that he was almost fired after the Denver debacle, then you lose the same way against the Bears. He had to be fired. But I think the fact that Jackson Dart was down for a while and they still played him, and then he went out with a concussion, I think that was the nail in his coffin, without question.
Yeah, that's what I said on the Giants Collective. That's the vibe that I got too. I'm leaning he wouldn't have been fired the day after that game if the Jackson Dart thing didn't happen, where the way that they handled the injury, he would have been fired at the end of the year. There's been too many blow-ups, too many blown leads. But I think the way that he handled the Jackson Dart thing now twice, the going into the 10th thing, which was a rule instituted by Mara, and then, of course, the way that he handled his previous concussion, I think that's what did him in.
Yep, I agree.
And Michael says, done with the Saints. Go Lions for my grandpa. Well, the Saints are done this year. I hope you're still a fan of the Saints. But, hey, listen, Michael, Bad Dog and me have said it several times. I think the Lions have the most talented team in the NFC. That doesn't mean they'll win, but I think they have the most talented team in the NFC.
Yeah.
Goose.
The Lions, definitely.
Yeah. Goose, what's going on, man? Thank you so much. Another incredible supporter, both of ours. Sup, guys? Enjoying my bye week. Can't lose today. Yeah, that's how Giants fans feel. So we get our bye week, I think, at 2 or 3 weeks, Goose. So
yeah, week 14. It's a ways away.
It'll be a pleasure for us as well.
Yeah.
And Dog says, just looked at the schedule again and realized the Giants play the Patriots on my birthday. Either it'll be a birthday present or a birthday shit show. I'm leaning, unfortunately, Donk, it'll probably be a shit show. Now, what I will say, the Patriots have played, somebody mentioned it to us in our show this past week. They have played, I looked at their schedule after the fact. they've played a cupcake schedule. So maybe the Giants can make that somewhat competitive. But yeah, we'll worry about that, when we play them. But that's gonna be a tough game, obviously.
Piss break one coming in.
I should have kept it at 4.5. Bad Dogs already have And I saw B-Rog say, and I'm assuming he was talking about Jackson Dart. I didn't get a chance to see this if this is true. He's cleared. I heard this morning. I'm assuming you're talking about Jackson Dart. I didn't hear that, but maybe that is the case. Dare says Giants cornerback Paul Debo felt more discomfort in his knee after pregame warmups and has been downgraded to out for today's game against the Packers per the team. Well, our secondary sucked to begin with, and now it's going to be awful. Rams and Lions are the best NFC teams. Yeah, I mean, the way that Matthew Stafford's playing, he's the MVP right now. So yeah, they're certainly in the mix. Seattle's in the mix. The Eagles, of course, are in the mix, even though they haven't been, super dominant. They found ways to win games, and they look like they're starting to hit their stride. So the NFC's wide open, but if I had to pick a team with the most talent, I would say the Lions. Eric, thank you so much, man. When we were kids, primetime games were must-see TV. The more they let their NFL computer craft these schedules, plus all the extra primetime or special games, the really sick like Monday or this one. Eric, it seems like all the overseas games are always a mess. Now, you can't really do anything to fix that. Like, you can't flex overseas games. So, that's something that's predetermined before the year starts. And obviously, people thought the Commanders were going to be a good team going into the year. So, it's not something that you could change after the schedule comes out. But, yeah, it always seems like the overseas games are just awful. Like,
the one thing I'll say, I'll give them a break when it comes to that. I think that kind of throws teams off their schedule. It's long travel. They're not used to it. They probably don't practice as often. And so I'll give them a break on that. I think the travel is probably really grueling for those teams. Because normally when they come back from the overseas, they have a bye. If they gave them a bye before the overseas game, it might be a little better, but I don't know. And then obviously coming back, they'd be all messed up. So I think that plays a part in it. But I mean, Washington, Miami's a terrible game. So there's not much you can do about that.
No. But they probably didn't think it was going to be a terrible game before the year started. It is what it is.
Oh, I mean, Miami wasn't supposed to be any good, but Washington was. And obviously they've been dealing with injuries.
Yeah.
We could tie them for the worst record in the NFC East with a win today, because they're now 3-8. They're back to reality. Washington reminds me a lot of us in 2022, although we didn't have a rookie quarterback in Daniel Jones. But he was kind of reinvented that year. We went to the playoffs. We overachieved. Nobody saw it coming. And then 2023 was a harsh slap of reality. And then we've been shitty ever since. I think Washington's in the same boat.
Very similar.
Granted, they have their quarterback, Chris, but they're a very old team. And they're going to have to pay Jaden Daniels. And when they pay him, you're also going to have to replace all these guys like Bobby Wagner and Deebo Samuel and Terry McLaurin that are old. And you're going to have to draft well, because you're not going to have a lot of cap space when you're giving Jaden Daniels $60 million a year, because they're going to have to do that. So their window is closing. They have next year, and that's it, in my opinion.
Well, yeah, if Daniel stays healthy, you're clearly now you could always backload the money, that like they do. But yes, I agree. They're going to extend him after next year, provided he stays healthy.
You have to extend him, regardless if he stays healthy or not. You can't let that guy walk.
Yeah, of course.
It'd be stupid. So,
but yeah, I actually think I remember saying that going into the year. Not that I was anticipating it, but I was saying they had a very similar year to the 2022 Giants. They had an unexpected year. They won, I think it was 2 playoff games, but when they played, but they had kind of a soft schedule in the playoffs. The Giants played a soft Minnesota team.
Oh, they did beat the Lions. I mean,
that's right. They did beat the Lions. But then both teams got destroyed by the Philadelphia Eagles. When of course,
the Lions turned the ball over 5 times in that game. That didn't help. Yeah. And Washington also, just like us in 2022, won a lot of really close games, kind of won at the end. Remember, they had the Hail Mary against Chicago. They had a softer schedule, and they won a lot of games by less than 1 score. So, again, they took a lot of people by surprise, and then everybody got used to it. They read the book on Jaden Daniels. They got more film on him. Jaden Daniels, before the injuries, obviously there were a lot of injuries this year, but even so, he wasn't having the year he had last year. Now that team's made adjustments. So, again, I think Washington they're in for a world of hurt. They have next year. I think that's it.
I mean, at the end of the day, if Daniels is the legit top 5 quarterback that he looked like his rookie year, they'll be fine. But the question is, can he stay healthy long term? And that was the big question mark for him coming into his career. He's built like a toothpick.
Yeah, it's true. And again, he runs a lot. So, much like RG3, he's going to, he's got to stay healthy. That's the big thing. I put something on Twitter. This is amazing, dude. I put something on Twitter that just said, without telling me your age, let me know how old you are by naming your first favorite player. And I put a picture of Lawrence Taylor. The amount of responses that thing has gotten is crazy. It's got like 1,500 responses. And I just look, I obviously can't look through 1,500 responses, but it's really cool to see all the history, all the amount of, some people go all the way back to Bart Starr and Y.A. Tittle, and some guys it's Odell Beckham. It's and everything in between. It's really cool.
I think if you go by your generation, it's going to be Lawrence Taylor. My generation, most people are going to say Eli Manning.
Well, it wasn't just Giants fans though. It was, so many people. Like I saw Bernie Kosar, I saw Dan Marino, Jerry Rice.
Bernie Kosar, wow.
Yeah, it was cool. There was some off the wall stuff, man. I saw Bob Hayes, Bob Lilly, like it was Roger Staubach, Walter Payton, Barry Sanders, Jerry Rice, Joe Montana. It was cool. I like seeing all that shit. I thought
it was Giant specific.
I just said anybody, and
okay.
It's pretty cool.
Blitz pretty cool. Is Hodgins playing? Yes, Hodgins is playing. I mean, I don't know if he's starting, but I'm pretty sure he's going to get playing time today because they're banged up in their wide receiving core.
Yeah.
Dong says Mbuko or Dart for Rookie of the Year. I mean, I would have said Dart, but now with the injury, he's going to miss some time. He also. Is that 2 P breaks already for Rando? Wow. He already missed some time. He also missed the first 3 games of the year, so I'm leaning Dart probably won't win it because of the injury, but I also don't have the stats in front of me. Wesley, man, thank you for being a member, man. I appreciate it. Stand up, new member. And also depends on, I guess, how long Dart is out. Like if Dart's back next week and he has a great end to the year, he'll probably be the front runner for Rookie of the Year, but got to see how long he's out. Mike Dixon, man, thank you very much, man. Hate and bad look. Happy belated birthday, my man. I think we have a shot to win here, so I think we win 23-20, game-winning field goal by Koo. I think it's going to be in that range. I'm unfortunately going to pick against us. I hope I'm wrong. I'm going to go – my final score prediction today, I'm going to go 27-17. I think Green Bay is going to win by 2 scores. I hope I'm wrong.
I wasn't at Pittsburgh. I went up to see what the hell my dog was doing.
Okay.
Yeah, it was not at Pittsburgh.
What do you got today, Bader? What's your final score? I said
2017 Green Bay. I think
2017, okay.
Yeah.
Evan says, can the Eagles just suck for once? Screw them. That'd be nice.
I don't think they're as good this year as they were last year. It's just I don't think there's any good teams in the NFC outside of Detroit. I think the rest of them suck. I don't think San Francisco is any good. I don't think Green Bay's any good. Yeah. I don't think Chicago is good enough to beat Philadelphia. There's just no really good teams in this conference. There's a lot of good teams, decent, but no great team outside of Detroit. And that's a great game tonight. We'll see. I mean, it's Detroit and Philadelphia. I think
if I had to pick a team today, Bad Dog,
the Rams aren't bad. Yeah, good pick. The Eagles beat the Rams, which was bullshit. It was fixed anyway. You saw the Rams kick the ball right into the fucking line of scrimmage. They didn't even try to make the field goal at the end of the game. It was garbage. The Rams are good.
That would be my pick right now out of the NFC if I had to pick a team. And it's not because I think the Rams have the most talented team. It's because I think they have by far the best coach. Out of all the top teams in the NFC. I mean, you look at last week, what's the Eagles coach? Why does the name escape me off the top of my head?
Sirianni?
Yeah, dude, the decision-making at the end of that game was awful. So Sirianni, I don't think is a very good coach. I just think he's been blessed with a team with a ton of talent.
Terrible fucking coach.
And
it's like Barry Switzer on the 95 Cowboys. Yeah. Like a dog could have coached that team to a Super Bowl.
Exactly.
You know what
Campbell,
I mean?
Well, I think Campbell is a great coach. He's made a lot of questionable decisions in the playoffs over the course of his career. Plus, he no longer has Ben Johnson. I think that can make a difference in the playoffs. I'm leaning Rams right now with the way that Stafford's playing. I just think McVay is one of the top 3 or 4 coaches in the league. Yeah,
Sean McVay is a really good coach. No question. Andy Reid, obviously, he's really good.
Harbaugh is good.
Tomlin, obviously, is always getting it done.
Both Harbaughs are good. Chizolo says, can't wait to see what Kafka and Dart look like. Hopefully we get to see it soon. Somebody said Seahawks are playing well too. You can't forget about that.
I don't think they're very good though.
I would put them probably 4th. among the teams we mentioned.
They're not good enough. The one thing I'll say, I think if Philadelphia had to go to Seattle, Seattle can win that game. I think if Seattle had to go to Philly, Philadelphia's blowing them out. That's the way I look at it. I kind of compare the NFC teams to Philadelphia because they're defending champions. I think they have the second best record, or they're tied for the best record in the NFC. So that's the way I look at it. I think Detroit's good enough to beat them, and the Rams. If Philadelphia had to travel, Philadelphia is tough to beat at home. But I'll be the biggest Rams fan you ever saw. It's like it was last year. The Rams got to stop Saquon Barkley. I mean, it's the only reason that Philadelphia beat them last year. Barkley ran for like 600 yards in 2 games against them.
That's true. But I don't think this is the same Saquon this year. Spire says Tomlin overrated. I disagree. I get a lot of people say that because they say he's been stuck in mediocrity I don't think they've won a playoff game in 7 years. If the Steelers fire Mike Tomlin, I'm going to be pounding the table for the New York Giants to hire him. I don't think they will fire him. You look at what he's done with that team. I know he hasn't won a playoff game in 6 or 7 years, but who's been his quarterback?
Mason Rudolph. The guy's going to the playoffs and Mason Rudolph. Russell Wilson. You see what Russ looks like on this team? Justin Fields. You see what Fields is doing with the Jets?
Yeah.
How do you take that to the playoffs in that division?
A very good division. Yeah, like you said. Yeah.
Sorry, that's a bad take. Tomlin is not overrated. I don't know how the hell Tomlin takes his team to the playoffs every year.
I feel like he's a coach that's too good that he keeps a mediocre team making the playoffs and they can't get a quarterback.
He's got nothing there. I mean, who's his running back? I mean, who's the receivers? They didn't even have George Pickens this year.
Yeah.
Who do they have?
Yeah. Nobody. Metcalf is their best receiver.
Right. And how he's washed.
Yeah. Blue Badger says, why does Chris seem to want black quarterbacks and coaches? I want a black coach because I think Mike Tomlin's one of the top 5 coaches in the league. It has nothing to do with his skin color. Nothing to do with that. I just want the best coach available. If Mike Tomlin
some people are just very ignorant.
I think he'd be the best coach available if he hit the open market. It has nothing to do with skin color.
Exactly. The guy's a proven winner time and time again.
Yeah. That's crazy. It's not like I'm saying an unknown black coach.
It doesn't even. Who cares if it was?
Yeah.
Like, I don't know. Some people are just so ignorant. It's just unbelievable. And by the way, did he say black quarterback? Like, I'm pretty sure.
I guess because I like Shador in the draft, but I wasn't alone in that. It wasn't like it was a off the wall.
Well, I mean, I wanted Cam Ward. I guess, and I would take Mike Tomlin. I guess the same could be said for me.
Yeah.
Right. I wanted Jaden Daniels too. Right. So I guess the same thing could be said for me. I just want the best players and the best coaches. I want to win. I don't give a shit if they're freaking green. I don't give a damn. I don't care if they're from Mars. Just win football games.
Yeah, and Trey, and there's been a lot of talk with Tomlin for Pittsburgh for years, but the thing with Pittsburgh is historically they hold on to their coaches, right? However, it could be like a Tom Coughlin situation where it's kind of like they just make a change to make a change because they're exhausted at this point. That's what I'm hoping. But at that point, then you say to yourself, well, does Tomlin just want to take a year off, kind of like McCarthy did too? So you don't even know if you want to coach the next year either.
Yep.
Let's see. Tomlin has never had a losing season. Well, the Steelers have only had 7 losing seasons in the franchise's existence since the Super Bowl era, which is crazy. Let's see. And Bodo, what's going on, man? Question for you guys: which division has the worst set of coaches? NFC East. Well, I mean, right now the East would probably. I would have to really look over each division, but right now our coach has never coached a game in the NFL, so he's not very good. And if you want to count Dable, we just fired him, and he was awful over the last 3 years. Sirianni, you can't say he's a bad coach. He just won a Super Bowl, but I wouldn't consider him one of the top 5, 6, 7 coaches in the league. Yeah, I mean, I'd have to think about it, but I think it'd be hard to find a division with worse coaches than the NFC East right now.
The AFC, I don't have very good coaches.
AFC East at least has Vrabel, who's a great coach.
Sirianni's a bad coach on a really, really good team.
Yeah, they have Vrabel.
Dan Quinn's doing what he gets off to a great start. He did this with Atlanta, and then when the honeymoon phase was over, it was done.
Yes, he has, Blue Badger. Mike Tomlin has won a Super Bowl.
Yes.
Is that what you're
Wow.
trying to make the point there? Mike Tomlin has won a Super Bowl. Yes, he has.
Wow. Bro, just, you know what? Log off. Just log off today, dude. You're 0 for 2.
Yeah, yes,
just log off.
Yes, he has won a Super Bowl. Yes. What's up, Tommy, man? Thanks for popping in. Neil says, I got offered a spot on the practice squad in college by Tomlin. They won 2 Super Bowls right after. Didn't take the job. Neil says. Dynamic says Dable 2-8, Jones 8-2. At least we know who the problem was. McAdoo was 4. I mean, I'm not going to say it was all Dable. I think there's more to it than just the head coach. But yes, I got to the point where I wanted Dable to be replaced. I was happy when they fired him. And I think it was inevitable at the end of the year. I actually was in favor. I wasn't like advocating for it, but I wouldn't have been upset if they kept Shane and fired Dable going into the year. It's almost what I expected. And I was surprised when Shane kept him because I thought bringing in a new head coach in this offseason would have put the head coach and the quarterback on the same timeline. It would have given Shane more job security for the here and now. So I was surprised when they didn't do it. But yeah, Dable needed to go. At the end of the day, Bad Dog, I said it 3 weeks ago, countless times. Name me a head coach that's been able to keep his job after finishing top 6 in the draft, which is where the Giants were trending at that point in time for 3 consecutive years. You can't find it. It doesn't happen.
We're picking what? We'd be picking third right now.
What's that?
We'd be picking third right now.
Third right now, yeah.
Yeah.
Let's see. He's popular, Sean. I think the main reason why he's popular is because he's got ties to Jersey, and he was a head coach at the collegiate level, so he's a popular name that I heard that the Giants are going to bring in for interviews, and he's more realistic than Tomlin. Like I said, I think Tomlin's probably going to stay with the Steelers, so he's one of the 3 or 4 more realistic candidates, probably.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. John Gruden says, I'm a Jets fan, but I have been subscribed for years to you and Bad Dog are excellent fans of the Giants. Good luck today. Appreciate it, Mr. Gruden.
Hire John Gruden. I guess Jets fans want John Gruden too. I don't think Aaron Glenn. I think he's done. I think that.
You think Aaron Glenn's done?
He sucks, dude.
I don't think they'll fire Aaron Glenn.
You got all those picks.
I agree. He's not very good.
All those picks. Get a real head coach, and that guy's terrible.
I agree. I agree. I don't think he's good.
Although the Jets have won 2 in a row, so maybe he's turning it around.
Yeah, that's what I don't think they're going to fire him because the Jets have had so much. They've had a quick trigger finger with their coaches, and Aaron Glenn's going to say, just look at Dan Campbell. Look at Dan Campbell. His first year, I don't think they won a game. His second year, they started like 0-7. The guy that I came from Detroit, he's going to buy himself some time. They don't have a quarterback. I think he'll be back next year. I'd be shocked.
They're going to get a quarterback this year.
No, they're definitely going to get a quarterback this year.
Is it Nussmeier? Is it who? Oh, I forgot the other freaking. By the way, speaking of college football, big win for the Sooners yesterday, and that's beating Alabama. We own Alabama. It's a beautiful thing.
I forgot to change the channel, by the way. I still have it on the NFL Network. We're on Fox.
Yeah, on Fox. Yes, sir.
We're getting ready to start any minute now. Appreciate everybody for being here. Mendoza is the guy that I think Bado was trying to think of, who's the favorite to win the Heisman, probably. But,
yeah. It'll be interesting to see. I mean, it's funny because all the Heisman favorites, Nussmeier, Aller, Arch, they've all been terrible this year. I mean, terrible.
Yeah. I still think Arch is going to be great, but this year, he hasn't been as good as people thought he was going to be.
My phone's dying already.
By the way, huge win for your college team yesterday.
As I said, man, big win. That kept the Sooners' hopes alive.
You're in the playoffs right now if the season ended.
If they would be, that was a big win. Now it slows down a little bit. They play Missouri, they play LSU. Those are 2 teams they should be able to beat. The game against Ole Miss is a killer because they had Ole Miss beat and they fumbled a punt return going across midfield and Ole Miss scored a touchdown. It was bad. Texas really kicked the shit out of Oklahoma, but other than that, they should have beat Ole Miss. One loss, they'd be in line to play. Well, of course, Texas A&M. South Carolina decided to pull the New York Giants yesterday. I'm 30-3 at halftime against A&M.
I couldn't believe that.
It was 31-30.
I couldn't believe that. They 28 unanswered points in the second half. Bodo says, people keep saying that, at least for Tomlin, he's never had a losing season. We don't care about that crap at Pittsburgh, and the only thing that matters are rings. That's why we say fire Tomlin. Bodo, if I was a Steelers fan, I'd probably want him fired too. That doesn't mean he's a bad head coach. I think if I was a Steelers fan, I mean, he's been there for how long now, Bad Dog? Like 15 years? And they've had 7 straight years of not winning in the playoffs. So I get it, but I personally don't think it's his fault. I think it's more so that they don't have the talent to compete with those upper echelon teams in the AFC.
I agree. They don't. That's the whole thing. The fact that the fact that they can compete with what the hell they have is the Giants need to keep these jerseys. Just keep that helmet. Just do that next year. And the throwbacks can be the NY.
That's our best jersey. We say it every time the Giants wear it.
Love it.
As we're getting ready to go here. And Bodo, man, thank you so much, man, for becoming a member. Appreciate it, buddy. And Candace says, hey, y'all, it's been a minute from Tennessee to New York. Let's get this win. Wheatley's vodka on deck.
Yeah.
Candace, thanks for popping in.
You need it on deck right now. You need it. We're getting the ball first. So let's see what happens.
Kicks away. And the Giants are going to field this at the 1. That is a perfect kick by the Packers as they force them to field it there. And Deontay Banks brings it out to the 30. So a 35, actually. So actually a very good return based off where it was kicked.
Here comes famous Jameis. See what he's got in the hole for today.
And Big Moose says, hopefully Kafka tells Bowen to let the dogs out.
I'll be interested to see how Bowen's defense does today. If it had anything to do with Dable, we're going to find out.
I'm interested in more so the offense, but it's kind of hard to judge the offense because you got your backup quarterback in there. But excited to see what the offense looks like with Kafka as well as the head coach. Here's Winston. Tracy in the backfield.
Play action pass, just launch it deep to start.
Packers crowd line. You're probably going to see that. And Winston will take the snap. They're going to try to run. They give it to Tracy. Off right guard. He got a yard. It'll be 2nd and 9.
Yeah, you just launch it. Just fire it downfield all day. You don't want to run into that Packers defense.
And please, no picks. You're watching the wrong quarterback if you want no picks.
Oh, God, yeah. 3 touchdowns, 3 picks for him today.
So here's Winston under center. It'll be 2nd and 9 from his own 36. Man in motion's Bellinger. He'll take the snap. He's going to hand to Tracy. Tracy up the middle. He'll get 4. It'll bring up 3rd and 5 from the 40.
Yeah. So Kafka immediately coming out incredibly conservative. I was interested to see how he would do, and incredibly conservative to start.
And Joe A., thank you for becoming a member, man. Appreciate it, man. And Omkar says, as an honest Steelers fan, I think I get it. I get. It's kind of like how we felt with Coughlin. I'll be honest. When I wasn't in favor against necessarily firing Coughlin. I just wanted them both fired at that point in time.
Yeah. We don't do that anymore. We don't fire them at the same time anymore.
And here's Winston from his own 40, 3rd and 5. Packers come with 4. Giants do a good job holding up. Throws. He's got a man down the field. Caught at the 40. A big gain there for Jameis in this Giants offense.
Yeah, who was that?
That was
Wandale. Wandale took a big hit and made the catch. 20-yard gain. Great job on the line, Chris.
Dude,
great. Schmitz held up. Beautiful.
One of the better pass rushes in the league.
I'll tell you what, the Giants, I looked at the offensive line rankings, they're in the top half of the league. I mean, Carmen Brasillo has done, we complain about the coaching staff. Brasillo has been amazing what he's done with this line.
And here's Jameis from the Packers 40. Takes the snap, 2-step drop, throws out in the flat. That's caught by Tracy. Tracy lowers the shoulder and splits 2 defenders, and he gets 4.
Yeah, so a good play on 1st down. You want to play out of the sticks if you're the Giants. 2nd down and 6. You take that all day.
Jameis looking pretty good.
So far, so good.
So far, so good, yes.
So far, so good.
We know it's going to be a roller coaster today watching Winston.
Yeah, with Jameis, you never know what you're going to get.
Man in motion's Wandale. Winston will take the snap. It's a delayed draw. Gives to Tracy. Tracy with a nice cut to the left side, and he gets 8 and a Giants 1st down.
Yeah, good push up front there by the Giants. Tracy just running off guard and getting a 1st down. So Giants move the sticks, and they're in field goal range already. And finally, why the hell don't we cut Graham Gano?
Yeah, that's a very good question.
Should have cut
before the year started. As Henry says, my mom says hi. That's how you know you're getting old, Bad Dog, when mom starts saying hi.
Well, Henry is the one that said, Tannen, do you want to date my mom on the Giants collective? Yeah, I remember that.
1st and 10 from the 28. Winston takes the snap, drops back, and there we go. There's famous Jameis. Nearly picked off. 2nd and 10.
That is Jameis. Jameis will have a lot of completions today. You just don't know which team he's going to complete the ball to. That's the thing with Jameis. You just never know.
I think that was McKinney, Bad Dog, that almost came up with that pick.
Yeah, it was. He was looking for Theo.
It wasn't. McKinney was in the.
He was looking for Theo when he got undercut there.
Valentine it was.
McKinney would have probably picked that off.
He would have.
I miss him, boy. You want to talk about a giant I freaking miss.
From the 28, Winston out of the gun. He's got Tracy to his right. Packers bring 4. Again, the line holds up. Winston throws over the middle. That's caught up to the 7-yard line. Winston's been great so far, but this
Who is that? Is that Hodgins? Who is that?
That's Isaiah Hodgins.
Hodgins likes to come to the Giants at the end of the year and make catches. That's what he does.
This offensive line, Bad Dog, so far in this game has been great.
Well, the offensive line's been, like I said, you want to talk about a pleasant surprise. It has been. Hyatt was out there too.
Theo Johnson had a nice chip block there where he knocked Micah Parsons to the ground as well on that play. Here's Winston from the 8. Man in motion is Theo. Takes the snap. He's going to give. Tracy dancing behind the line, and he's able to scoot forward for 3 up to the 5.
This is a really good drive by the Giants. You'd love them to finish this off with 7. We've had a lot of good opening drives this year. It's just the Giants have played from ahead a lot. We just can't finish a fucking game to save our life. That's the thing.
Good start so far for Kafka as a head coach, but he's got to get it in for 6.
Yeah. Throw it to Wandale for a touchdown. Why not?
Man in motion, Wandale. They're going to go back to the run. Singletary's going to get in, and the Giants go up 6-0. Stand up, New York Giant fans, and Mike Kafka with a perfect start as a head coach.
Look at Jameis right down the field against. And listen, the Eagles only scored 10 points the whole game against Green Bay. We already got 7, so it's pretty good. A good mixture of running and passing there. And the Giants, again, the offensive line, you got to give them a ton of credit. Just the line has been fantastic this year.
And Michael says, I think Pitt would be a Super Bowl contender if they were in the NFC. Snap, hold, kick is good. I don't. They may have a better chance to make a Super Bowl if they were in the NFC, but I don't think they'd be a contender in the NFC. I think they're kind of a middle-of-the-pack team that finds ways to win 9 or 10 games.
Agreed.
B-Rog says, you never seen wide-open Giant wide receivers. That's 2 times. Yeah, and some of that hopefully has to do with Kafka, and a lot of that has to do with the offensive line on that drive.
Yep.
When you have time to throw, Bad Dog, magic. Guys get open.
Right? It's amazing. It happens.
Let's see. And Big Moo says, like and subscribe, guys. Appreciate it, Moo, man. Thanks for being here, buddy.
Pittsburgh up 7-0 already, speaking of Mike Tomlin. Up 7-0.
I don't want. I want the Pittsburgh Steelers to lose. No offense to Bodo. I know he's a Steelers fan, but I want Tomlin.
You want Tomlin to get fired?
I want Tomlin to get fired, yeah. And Michael Sack says, meant to say you think. No, yeah, so I answered the question then. Yeah, I don't think they and you didn't have to donate again, Michael, but thank you. But no, I don't think they'd be Super Bowl contenders. I look at the NFC. I still think the Eagles are a better team. I think the Lions are a better team. I think the Rams are a better team. I think the Seahawks are a better team.
The Bears are probably a better team, we're being honest.
I think they're probably on the same footing as a team like the Bears and the Packers, probably kind of, but I don't think they're on the level of the top 3 or 4 teams in the NFC.
Probably not.
Let's see. Update. Oh, yes, Marjorie. Of course, I got to update the score. 7-0 Giants, Bad Dog.
7-0. Well, like I said, we've been ahead a lot this year. We just can't finish. Now it'll be interesting to see exactly what Shane Bowen does with this the defense. I'm sorry. We'll see what it is.
I'd be curious to see if there is. I mean, since Dart became the quarterback, I think we've scored a touchdown on, I want to say 5 out of maybe our first 7 or 8 opening drives. I bet you we're one of the better teams in the league on opening drives in the NFL since Dart.
We are. Dart always got us way ahead to start.
Yeah. And Gisolo says, let's beat the Packers and get Matt fired. Well, yeah, there's another dream candidate who I would love, Matt LaFleur. That's a good one I wasn't even thinking about. I mean, I know he was mentioned on Twitter. I would be shocked if they fired him. But listen, if the Packers underachieved this year and the way that Jordan Love's looked this year, which hasn't been very good, LaFleur is known to be an offensive guy. Maybe he does become available.
Yeah, Clint Kubiak's another big name that a lot of fans like for the Giants. There's just been a lot. Jesse Minter is a name. Obviously, McCarthy. Hear about Lane Kiffin, John Gruden. I mean, it'll be interesting to see what happens. But if the Giants, if they, like I said, if they finish 4-3 or 5-2, you might actually consider Mike Kafka as your head coach.
Definitely. If they finish 5-2, I think there's a very good chance he's the head coach next year.
And then they could. I don't think this schedule is very. I mean, not that it's easy. We have the Lions next week. That's a loss. But the other ones I feel like are winnable. We can beat Washington. We can beat this Green Bay team. We can beat Dallas. We can beat the Raiders. Maybe the Pats. Probably not going to beat the Patriots. But there's your 2 losses.
I'm going to tell you what, Bad Dog. This team is fired up. Special teams coverage on that play was tremendous. They're all jumping on. And I expected this. We said this on the Giants Collective. For the first week, you figured they'd get, some life into the team after you bring in a new head coach. But this team is fired up to start this game, Bad Dog.
Yeah, they definitely are. You like to see it. Well, let's see what Shane Bowen does with his defense.
And here's Jordan Love under center from the 25. I formation. Expect to see a lot of Jacobs in this game. We know the Giants struggle against the run.
Terrible.
And that's
sides.
Yeah, Dexter Lawrence
That'll
offside.
be encroachment on Dex, so not a good start. Shane Bowen's defense still ass.
And Sean says, like I posted on X, Jameis will lead the New York Giants to 5 touchdowns. Let's hope so. You've said this countless times this year, Bad Dog, and I think you probably said it last year too. This Giants defense, it feels like every time we score a touchdown, they give one up on the next drive.
They for baseball terminology, we never get a shutdown inning.
It feels that way. I'm not saying that's always the case, but it feels that way.
It does. It feels like we always give up points after we score points because our offense had struggled scoring points. This year, the offense is ahead of the defense, which is crazy.
There's a handoff to Jacobs. Jacobs is able to scoot through a hole as he carries Okereke for 7 yards. I don't know how he found that hole, but it looked like the Giants had him clogged up, and he gets 7. As Thomas, thank you for being a member, says, we need to keep Hodges on the team next year. He has already done more than Hyatt in 3 years. He's a solid, reliable. I was surprised when the Giants let him go, to be honest with you, Thomas. He was our best receiver of the year in 2022 when we made the playoffs.
Yeah.
I mean, he had, like 5 touchdowns in like 8 weeks or something like that? Here's Love under center from the 37.
Burns showing blitz.
Play action. Love drops back. Good pressure by the Giants, and it's batted away by guess who? Brian
Burns. One of the defensive player of the year candidates. He is, but you want to talk about a guy that, like I said, you talk about how he felt bad. He said he left Daboll down. I don't think this guy let anybody down. I think Daboll's let the team down. And Brian Burns, just what a year. And you can say whatever you want about Joe Shane, but without Joe Shane, that guy's not a Giant.
He should be the last player that feels bad. He's been the best player in this football team this year. He's been tremendous. And that, yes, that other than potentially Jackson Dart, that's been Joe Shane's best move.
Yep.
9:43 to go here in the first. Here's Love out of the gun from the 37. Love takes the snap. He throws out in the flat. And I think that's Watson. Maybe it's not. It
is. That's Watson.
Watson, yeah.
And again, Jacobs. So that was number 9 myself. But yeah, man, you take a look at this. This is why the Giants suck ass. This is why Shane Bowen's got to go. Look at this. How do you not get him on the ground? What a terrible angle by Dane Belton. I see this all the time. Like, what do they practice? The Giants' angles of pursuit on defense are just, it's pathetic. How they just take the worst angles you've ever seen in your life. They all do it.
Should have been no more than maybe 3 yards if Belton takes the proper angle. Instead, they get like 15. The Giants are challenged. The only thing I could think they'd be challenging here is that he stepped out of bounds earlier than what they said.
That's the only thing I can think of, too. Where's his heel? He's out there. He's out there, definitely.
Yeah, got to see a better angle, but it was very close.
He's out there. That's actually a good challenge by Coughlin. He's out.
Let's see.
Right there. Well, maybe not.
There's space there.
Maybe he's not out of bounds.
He's not out. He's going to lose.
That other angle looked like he was. That angle definitely looked like he was in bounds.
Yeah, it's a bad challenge. But
I think Kafka just wanted a challenge just to see. But that's
he's got power now. He wants to use it.
Not a good challenge.
Big Moose says, end the game now. This is as good as it gets. Well, we're used to this. We just can't close out games. John says, to my best friends, Giants stink, but the Packers are overrated. Beat those frauds and continue to expose them. Bad Dog, you streaming tonight's game. Go Eagles.
No.
Bad Dog's going to take a bye from that game.
No, I'm not streaming the Eagles game.
But good to see you, John. Hope you're doing well, man. Chaotic says, say what you want about Kafka. He has been good this year with or without his stars. I mean, the offense has been good for the most part since Jackson Dart's been thrown into the lineup. And he was really good in 2022. We had one of the better red zone offenses in the league, and he was the play caller. Officer Richie says, "Sup, fellas? I've watched you gains on Giants Collective and Bad Dog. I agree with you on keeping Joe Shane for another year. Let's see how we do today."
Yeah, I mean, I take a lot of fire for that. And again, I understand why people want him fired. I'm not saying that I'd be mad if they got rid of him, but I don't know, man. There's just something makes me think he's done a better job than a lot of people think. I don't know why, just my opinion, but I think Joe Shane's moving in the right direction. It'd be nice if we had a defense that actually could fucking tackle and take better. And like I said, man, the Giants have been ahead in a lot of these games. Joe Shane is not blowing 10, 18-point leads of 5 minutes ago. There's nothing he can do, but he's not calling the plays. He's not calling the defense. If the Giants were a bad team and they had no talent, they'd be getting blown out. They would not have these leads. They would not put up 34 points against Dallas. That shit never happens. They would not have put up 5 touchdowns in Denver. And this is without Malik Neighbors most of the year, and now without Scadaboo, and now without Dart. I mean, the Giants haven't had a lot of Slayton miss some time, and they've had a lot of injuries, and they've still been very competitive. So
Shane's one of those deals where I would completely understand if they fired him. Completely.
Yeah, I'm not saying I'd be, like I said, open arms.
But I agree with you to a certain extent that I don't think he's as bad as some fans make him out to be. And now he's definitely done some bad things. Don't get it twisted. But as Love's going to roll out to the right, throws incomplete. Second
pressure on the Giants defense. Why does it look like the Giants defense all of a sudden is like bringing a shitload of heat? Or I'm just seeing things here?
They're getting pressure, that's for sure.
They brought pressure that time. Lawrence got in there immediately.
Yeah, you know what it was, Bad Dog? That was a screenplay that they blew up. Yep. That's what happened there. Giants did a good job reading the screen. 2nd and 10. 9:06 to go here in the first. Here's Jordan Love out of the gun.
Tell you the guy should have sat today is Jordan Addison. McCarthy fucking blows. Never throws to him, man.
Love drops back, throws, caught out in the flat, and that's fumbled. It'll go out of bounds. Good hit there by Cordell Flott.
Yeah, it wasn't a good hit. I don't know if it was. It doesn't matter. Actually, it'd be better if it was a fumble because they would have lost yardage. But I don't know if they called it a catch. But a big stick by Cordell Flott. You want to talk about a guy that stepped up and had a huge year, dude? Him.
He punched
that ball out of there.
That's
I don't know what they called that, but if it's a fumble, they lose your. They did call it a fumble. Yeah. So 3rd down 11. Let's see if Bowen brings any heat.
And Jacobs was just in the blue tent.
Yeah, that could be a big loss for them.
3rd and 11 here for Jordan Love from midfield. Takes the snap, drops back, rolls out to the right. Giants bring pressure. Love stops, throws. Oh, he dropped it. Oh, the Packers had a big gain all the way up to the Giants 30, but Romeo Doubs drops it.
Yep. I mean, again, great pressure by the Giants, but the inability to actually bring them down. We got a break. The Bears did a lot of this last week against us, too. They just dropped a lot of passes.
Oh, man.
Block got beat on that. I mean, you can't do it any better. Dobbs looked upfield right there. Took his eyes off the ball. You got to catch it before you can run. Love his pick.
Ronald says, more than a GM head coach, I want these unis and grass. Grass is definitely what I want more than anything. That's for sure. And I love these uniforms. That's a line drive punt. It's going to bounce at the 15. Oh, what a risky play that was by Gunner. As he picks it up, he's tackled down at the 15. Giants will have it there. Boomer Sooner, congratulations on the win, man. Huge win for you guys yesterday. With the anonymous players with the negative stories about Dable and the juice this team seems to have, I'm starting to think Dable was not liked. It was at least split. It feels like, for sure, at the very least.
Yep.
At least split.
Right. Piss time again. That's true.
But I expect the juice today. Just, it's a change, right? It's something that you figure would give the team some juice their first game. Aote says Giants are ranked 5th on first drive scoring. So that's overall for the year. And I don't think they were great on first drive scoring before Jackson Dart took over. So they're probably even better since Dart took over. I know they didn't score on their first drive against Washington. They probably scored on their first drive against Dallas because they put up like near 40 points in that game. But yeah, they've been good on their first drives. And Thomas says, why is Fox starting over Carter? I have not been, I'll try to keep an eye on Abdul Carter for the rest of the game. I haven't called his name. He hasn't made an impact yet, so maybe he hasn't been out there too much thus far. I didn't notice that. And the Big Moose says, picture Dave sitting home watching the game. Wow.
I don't think he's watching.
I think he's just fine. He made a lot of money. He's fine.
I think he's probably doing something else. He's probably getting ready to go to Penn State. This is what I keep hearing. So
he's going to get a coach. I mean, maybe not.
He's going to get a coaching job. Probably not a head coach, but he'll be a coordinator somewhere.
The Bills would take him back, I would think, as an OC.
They might.
Although it did, I think there were reports that him and McDermott didn't end on good terms. Larry J, thank you for being a member. He says, sorry I'm late, but I'm making a bolognese sauce. Cheers, fellers.
Bolognese.
Oh, I call it bolognese, so obviously I pronounce it wrong. That's how I've said it my whole life.
Oh, no, I'm just saying it. That's
okay.
I'm just making it more French than it needs to be.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
But, yeah, that's my favorite sauce, meat sauce. Can't go wrong with that. And Ray, thank you for being a great supporter of both channels. Always in here, always makes me laugh. I know he's a big movie guy too. By the way, Ray, since you're a big movie guy, I might have brought it up to you already. I saw, I probably didn't because I don't think I've streamed since I saw it. I saw the new Emma Stone movie. I can't remember the name of it off the top of my head. It's like a horror movie. It was great. I can't remember the name of it off the top of my head, but I loved it. Somebody in the chat's going to say it, but definitely check that out, Ray. But he says, congrats, Bad Dog, on your Sooners. Seem to own my Tide, and let's hope the Giants don't pull their cheeks apart today.
That's crazy, man. The Sooners got to the Big 12. All of a sudden, they started playing Big 12 football. They have a defense. I'm still not sold on John Mateer, but the defense for the Sooners has been really good this year. It was a hell of a game.
And here's Winston. He's going to hand to Tracy. Tracy trickles forward for 6, and a good start to this drive again for the Giants. 2nd and 4.
And right, it's very possible we meet again in the playoffs. Alabama and Oklahoma. That's possible.
And there's a flag.
And I'll be holding on the Giants, I'm sure.
Oh, there it is. Begonia's the name, yeah. That's the name of the movie.
And it is.
Holding on the Giants. And Ray says, I would watch Emma Stone read the phone book. As would I, Ray. Let's see. No, not weapons. Begonia, however it's pronounced. It's really good. So a holding penalty on the Giants. Now it'll be 1st and 17, backed up all the way to their own 8.
Still a 93-yard touchdown to Wandale.
That'd be nice.
Yeah, what?
Winston will change the play at the line. He's got Singletary in the backfield. Man in motion, Theo. Takes the snap. He's going to give Singletary up the middle. Fights hard for about 4, maybe 5 yards.
Yeah, Singletary's looked good so far today. And got a lot of that penalty yardage back. So 2nd down and 12. See what they got here.
Nothing stupid here, Winston.
Yeah, you never know with James.
Don't want to do it here.
There's Jackson Dart. Giants futures, we got some dogs, Chris. We got to get the right coaches in here. We've got to keep these guys healthy.
Wandale in motion. Winston takes the snap, throws. That's caught. And they'll get back to the original line. It'll bring up about 3rd and 10, maybe 3rd and 9.
That's typical. Hey, Jalen Hyatt caught it. Hey, we always got to get
Jalen Hyatt with his career-long catch of 4
We
yards.
always got to give him an ovation when he actually hangs on to the ball.
Obviously a joke. I know he's made longer catches than that, but it doesn't feel like it. 3rd and 9 for the Giants.
I've seen him on the field a lot. Slayton's not playing, am I right? Is he?
No,
Slayton?
yeah, he's out. Slayton's out. And Jameis takes the snap out of the gun. Packers come with 4. Winston throws, and there's the stupid throw that we were worried about. Should have been picked. Incomplete. That's the 2nd time Valentine had a chance at an interception already off of Winston.
Jameis is trying to throw an interception.
I'll tell you what, this guy Valentine, he should try out for the Giants for wide receiver.
Yeah, he's got Giants wide receiver hands. I don't know where that was going. I don't know who this is intended for. Is it Wandale or is it Hyatt.
I think it was Valentine.
They
I think it was intended for him. Giants set the punt it away. And Gillen boots it. And that's a good punt. No return. It's going to go all the way down to the 38.
Yep.
6:15 to go here in the first.
Yep. Take a look around the league. Pittsburgh up 7-6 on Cincinnati. Buffalo up 7-3 on Tampa. Minnesota and Chicago, no score. Tennessee and Houston, no score. Carolina and Atlanta knotted at 7 apiece. That's what we got around. And, of course, the Dolphins won in overtime in a really shitty game, 16-13, earlier on today.
And Boomer Sooner says they asked McDermott about Dable this week, and he didn't seem too happy to hear his name. Yeah, I remember seeing reports that they didn't end on the best of terms.
It doesn't seem like anybody ends on the best of terms at Dable. Am I right?
It certainly feels that way.
Right?
Martindale, yeah, it does. It certainly feels that way.
Martindale, Daniel Jones.
You see who might become the new head coach for Ole Miss? They were talking about it during the game yesterday. I was watching it. If Kiffin ends up leaving for the Gators job, is Joe Judge. That's what they were saying.
Joey Judge.
Joe Judge.
Good God. Well, the only place I could see Kiffin going to the NFL is the Giants.
No, they said that the Gators, I think, are trying to get him or something.
Oh, really? So he'd stay in college?
I don't know if he's going to leave, but that's what
Kiffin go to Florida.
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't know either. You're already in that conference. Why would you leave Ole Miss? It's a good program. Florida's disgraceful.
I guess they feel he could turn it around, and they'll probably offer him a pay raise. But I agree, he'd probably be best off just staying where he is. Lou, thank you for being a member. He says, big game for the Giants. This game could answer some questions. Ability, culpability, and possibly a true view for the future. A door may be opening. Well, Kafka's got an opportunity to audition not just for the Giants head coaching job, but if the Giants don't want him, other head coaching jobs. So,
right, that's the whole thing. It's an audition for Kafka.
Yeah. Let's see. And I see people. We'll see. People asking if Abdul Carter's hurt. I'll keep my eye out on him to see if he's playing on this drive.
Well, it's who the internet's for. Let's see what we got for Abdul Carter. Abdul Carter did not play a defensive snap. Fox was in over him. He did not play in the punt team. Usually this is a sign of a disciplinary infraction from Connor Hughes from SNY TV.
There you go.
That's what it says. So I don't think he's hurt. So obviously no injury. Just seems like disciplinary. Maybe he was late to a meeting or something.
And Billy says, talking college, let's go Mountaineers. I don't even know. I think West Virginia's not doing very well this year, right? I don't think.
No, I don't know where West Virginia is. They lost yesterday.
There's a pitch to Jacobs. Nearly fumbled the pitch, but he was able to scoop it up and get 5. It'll bring up 2nd and 5.
I think West Virginia lost to Arizona State. West Virginia lost to Arizona State. I think. Hard to keep up with everything that goes on there.
I'm glad Carter got benched. He needs something to wake himself up. Well, maybe it'll only be a quarter. Who knows? Packers will break the huddle, 2nd and 5. Love right now, 1 for 4 for -1 yards. Of course, there was a big drop down the field earlier.
Yep.
Man in motion. Love takes the snap, and he's going to keep it on the that could be a flag.
It should be.
No flag called. I'm surprised. 3rd and 1.
Yeah, Arizona State did beat West Virginia yesterday.
As Love slid down a yard short of the marker. It looked like Belton hit him late there, man.
It definitely did. Definitely did. Jacksonville is 5-4, which is crazy.
So you figure 4 down territory here, 3rd and 1, right around midfield.
Yep.
Love out of the gun, gives to Jacobs. Jacobs is going to be able to push forward for the yard that he needed. 1st down Packers. And Bodo says, Doug, I believe West Virginia is just east of Virginia.
Yeah, just east. Exactly.
East of Virginia would be in the Atlantic Ocean, wouldn't it?
Correct.
So, yeah.
Just,
I know. 4:25 to go here in the first. Packers have a first down at their own 49.
come on, defense, make a play. Carter's in there now.
Love takes the snap, and a good fake. He had me faked out on the end around. The Packers will pick up about 20, and that was a creative play call from LaFleur.
Yeah, Abdul Carter's back in there. The Packers on the move.
I think that was Bo Melton, the former Rutgers product, on that play.
Yeah.
Who the Packers, I think, I think I remember watching the primetime game last week. The Packers were on. They said Bo Melton converted to a corner because he's been such a bad wide receiver. Or maybe, I think that's what they said. I formation here from the 34. Love under center. Play action. Drops back. No one open. Looking. Throwing, and it's dropped. Would have only been a few yards, but still dropped. It'll be 2nd and 10.
Yep.
They are doing Jordan Love no favors, this team.
No, I mean, it's just like against the Bears. It was the same thing. A lot of drop passes.
There's a flag on the play. Could be a hold. Yep. Push him back, bad dog.
Push him back. See if we can get some damn pass rush here. Be nice.
So 1st and 20 here for Green Bay. They have it at the Giants 44. Oh, looked like the Giants almost jumped again. Dexter Lawrence was able to get back.
Yeah.
Love takes the snap. Giants send 4. Lawrence brings pressure. Love able to escape. Looking downfield, pump fake, and he's tackled hard at the 40.
He took a shot there.
One thing I will say, and it's a good sign because we haven't seen it very much this year, Dexter Lawrence has been getting consistent pressure in this game.
Dex definitely looks a lot better today, without question. Without question.
Maybe he's starting to, come back from that injury.
Yep.
And Jordan Love's coming out of the game.
That's what I'm saying, man. He took a shot. Looked like he was shaking up a little bit earlier, too.
Wow. So now Malik Willis is going to enter in.
Remember when Giants wanted him? He took a shot there from Flanagan Fowles.
And he's going to the locker room, I think.
Yeah.
Oh, the tent, rather. The tent.
He took a jolt right there. So Giants defense going to try to get something going here.
Obviously, Willis, you got to worry about his legs.
Yeah.
And we got a timeout on the field.
Yep. Timeout by the Pack.
And B-Rog says, let's get a turnover. Wait, what are those?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, we haven't gotten it feels like we haven't gotten one in a while, right?
I know. A lot of low-scoring games around the league.
So we'll see how serious that Jordan Love. Now Love's coming out of the tent. No, he's going back
in there.
So they give him a second
Not
look.
so quick. As the great Lee Corso would say, not so fast, my friend. I mean, he got hit in the shoulder, so I don't.
Yeah, it's his non-throwing shoulder.
Yeah, I just don't know what he's in the tent for. It didn't look like he hit his head or anything.
So 2nd and 16 here. And they'll hand off out of the gun. And a big gain there. It'll bring up 3rd and manageable. 3rd and about 7.
See, I think that's terrible by the Giants. You got to know Malik Willis ain't throwing the ball, and you got to play for the run here and make him beat you. Why would you just let the backup come in and hand the ball off and get 11 yards? Like, you have to be smarter than that. You got to know who the quarterback is. How much is he prepared to actually throw the football? 3rd down and 8. I mean, they probably run again here. Or it's going to be something safe. I can't imagine. You got to look out for, like you mentioned, Chris, got to look out for him running.
Yeah, for sure. 3rd and 8 from the 32. Willis will take the snap, and he's going to keep it on the RPO, and there's the legs, and the Giants weren't ready for it. All the way up to the 16. Yep.
This is exactly why Shane Bowen needs to get fucking fired. I mean, that's just terrible. You know that Malik, you have to make Malik Willis throw the ball. Bowen doesn't even bother doing this shit. There's nobody at the line of scrimmage. They bring freaking 4. I mean, it's just insane.
Abdul Carter screwed up on that play.
Yep.
I don't like picking on the rookie, but that was bad. And now Love is running somewhere. I don't know where, but Willis remains in the game from the 16. Willis under center. He's going to give. Jacobs spins out of a tackle. He'll get 5.
Willis hasn't thrown the ball one time. I mean, you got to know what the hell is going on. Make him beat you. Make him throw the football. Not even trying. Stupid.
Yep.
It's unbelievable. I mean, he's such a shitty defense coordinator. How this guy has a job is beyond me.
Kafka should have fired him.
Yeah, maybe next week.
Yeah, I think you're right, McCann. I think they might need to pop Jordan Love's arm back into its socket.
maybe that's what happened. I mean, he got walloped.
So 2nd and 4 from the 11. More like 2nd and 5. Willis under center. Jacobs in the backfield. Giants crowd the line. They'll fake it to him. Willis rolls out. He's got a man wide open. 1st down up to the 5.
Yeah, I mean, obviously the Giants sold, and that's what Malik Willis is going to do. I mean, he's not going to take any chances. They're going to be nice, safe passes. You're going to roll him out of the pocket, and I mean, the Giants just constantly look unprepared. It's crazy how bad the defense always looks, man.
So 1st to go from the 5, they probably won't snap it, but we'll see. 4 on the
play.
play.
They have to, and they won't.
Yeah, so that'll take us to quarter 2 with the Packers threatening. Let's change the quarter. So we're winning, but it doesn't feel like it.
No, it never feels like winning, even when we are. The only time it felt like we were winning was against Denver, and we know how that turned out. That one actually felt like we were winning.
Yeah.
We were kicking their ass. And Philadelphia. Those are the 2 games he felt like we were. Against Chicago, we were up by 10, and it did feel like we were losing. We ended up losing.
Let's see.
Crazy, man.
Yeah, 7-0 Giants for now. They got it on the 5-yard line, but as of now, the Giants do lead.
Yep, we'll see how it goes.
Let's see. Tanya Bad Dog, do you see Glazer's list of candidates? He said, no, Jacob, I have not.
No, I don't really pay much attention to him.
I'm assuming it's some of the, the usual suspects that we've heard thus far, but I just feel like it's way too early because we don't know who's going to be available. But, I mean, I would imagine who he has on his list. You have
Gruden, McCarthy, Kiffin, Minter,
Kubiak,
Spagnolo. He's there, yeah. Spagnolo, yeah.
Let's see. And B-Rog says 84 yards on the ground already.
Yeah,
that's Giants defense.
That's good. Great. I mean, that's just on pace for what, 332 yards at that point in the ground?
We've done this a few times this year where we've given up almost 100 yards on the ground in the first quarter.
It's insane how bad this defense is. Shane Bowen fucking sucks at his job. I don't know what else to say.
Nick
He's
says,
bad.
what about Nick Saban? I don't foresee that happening. But you never know, I guess.
I wouldn't want Nick Saban's not coming back to coaching. I would never want Nick Saban anyway.
Yeah.
He's like Belichick. He's done.
Yeah.
The guy's old. He was a terrible NFL coach. I would never want Nick Saban.
Yeah, he was only with the Dolphins for what, like 3 years, 2 years?
Yeah, it was bad. And again, he's been around. He's done, man. He's retired. He ain't coming out of retirement.
And Bob says, I know Carter will be good, but I think he has not played well this year. Thoughts, guys? I still love Carter. I still think he's going to be a really good player for the Giants. But yeah, he's been underwhelming so far. I can't dispute that.
It's a good word for it. I think a lot of it has to do with the shitty ass defense coordinator that the Giants have too. I think Shane Bowen is just the worst defense coordinator in football, and I don't think it's close. I think he's terrible at his job. Terrible.
And Will is still in the game, so this is a legit injury here for Love.
Yeah.
And a handoff up the middle, and the Giants.
Yeah, I mean, the Giants are just soft as shit, dude. They're soft.
They ruled him short? Wow, I thought he got in.
I thought he did too.
So 2nd and goal from, I'm going to guess, like the inch-yard line. He got in. That's a horrible spot.
I'm surprised that they didn't challenge, honestly.
Yeah. Good push by the Giants defensive line on that play, and maybe the Giants will catch a break here. Now it's 3rd and goal from the 1 as they lose a half a yard.
Bobby Okereke actually making a play there. It's amazing.
The interior.
I'm surprised they didn't challenge that.
Look at Dex, man. Holy shit, look at Dex on that. Dex is back.
Well, he's had a good first part of this game, that's for sure.
Yeah, he's getting a push. So 3rd and goal as they lose about 1.5 yards on that play. Packers now have it at the 2. He'll take the snap, fakes it. Willis rolls out, throws, and it's caught in the end zone.
Oh, what a shot. He beat Deontay Banks. I should have started Christian Watson. Fucking knew I should have done that. It was such a tough call.
That was a hell of a catch. Oh,
actually, I don't think Banks had bad coverage there, if I'm being honest.
He had his hand in there.
Yeah, not. I mean, I can't kill him on that. It's
strong hands by Watson to hold on to that ball.
Yeah, I can't kill him on that. It's not terrible coverage, and it was really straight. He almost broke it up.
Oh.
Damn.
Brian Burns gave Malik
Burns laid the lumber down.
So extra point pending as we're about to be tied up. But now, Bad Dog, it's looking like it's going to be backup quarterback versus backup quarterback.
Yeah.
Snap, hold, kick. He missed the extra point.
Wow. Does he kick?
Wow. So 7-6.
Does he kick for the Giants?
Wow.
Is that Graham Gano? Drew McIntyre become a Packer, without us knowing?
So Giants catch a break. They lead by 1.
Yeah.
Every time the ball goes towards Banks, this is an automatic catch, Drew. Yeah, he sucks.
I can't kill Banks there. At least he was in the screen on that one.
No, I'm not going to kill him there, but he does suck.
He's not good.
Yeah.
He's not good.
Let's see. Was that the wind or a shank? I think he shanked that. That was bad.
Yeah.
That was bad
right the whole way.
Yeah.
The whole way.
Everybody's saying 6-7. I still don't get this joke. This 6-7 joke. I know it was on the way that I found out about it was on South Park, but I still don't get the joke.
I don't get it either.
The score is 6-7, so laugh it up.
Yeah, exactly. I'm old. I get 6-9. I get that joke. I get 6-9.
Jake
says
the
younger generation don't know what a 69 is. I'm sure. So if they could have their 6-7. Well, us older guys will take the 69 all day.
Jake says, how can Bowen do the same thing week after week and expect it to work? His defense has more holes than Swiss cheese.
Mm-hmm. It's garbage. Garbage.
6-7 is just some rapper saying it in a song. Oh, is that what the joke? Is that the joke?
Yeah, whatever. It's over my head. I remember when rap used to actually be good.
I thought it was just because people say 6, 7 a lot, like when they're describing something, like it was 6 or 7 minutes, or that's what I thought.
Yeah, I don't know.
Let's see.
I remember 25 or 6-4 by Chicago. I remember that song. Boy, my fucking team cannot score a goddamn touchdown today at all. Penix has 131 yards in the air, but Robinson's got both of the touchdowns, and freaking Waddle didn't do jack shit today. McCarthy is fucking balls. The guy I should have never started Jordan Addison. That's the guy I should have sat.
What's the score over there?
What's that?
Minnesota.
3-0. Minnesota leads. McCarthy 7 for 12 for 38 yards. I mean, the guy's just not good.
He's been a game manager.
He's just not.
Bills are losing again.
Caleb Williams even worse today. But
Titans winning right. I mean, it's early, but Titans up over 3-0, but they have the ball up 3-0 on the Texans. Yeah. Team, what's going on, man? He says can't stop a cold quarterback coming into the game, knowing they have to run, and then
Jacobs is also in the locker room here.
Wow, they're all getting banged up. Yeah. And team says can't stop a cold quarterback coming into the game, knowing they have to run, and then getting caught with your pants down on a PA garbage. Bowen coaches like spanked ass.
Bowen's terrible, man. I don't know what else to say. He's just a lousy freaking guy.
Another injury for the Packers. My God. Yeah. As he hit Banks.
Yeah. Jesus.
It's rare that you see this many injuries on this field, and it has nothing to do with the turf.
Yeah. I know, right?
It's usually always the turf. But another shoulder injury for the Packers.
Is there a replay? Like, why is this still 13-7 over here? Is there a replay on this? Oh, no, they call that a touchdown.
And D-Rock says, I remember 8, 6, 7, 5, 3, 0, 9.
So it was Tommy Two-Tone back in the day.
When that came out, how many people whoever had that phone number must have been getting pranked nonstop.
Oh, I had to hoot it. The one thing I can say is I remember some magazine actually put the group's phone number in the magazine so other people could call them. I do remember that in the 80s.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah. They plastered their number. They probably still get, well, I don't know if they get calls anymore, but I know I tried to call. It just wasn't in my area code, so there was no 867 and the 518 back in the day.
And Bodo says 25 or 6-4. 25 or 6-4. Were you even born in 1970?
No, but I love classic music. I love classic rock. I love music from the 60s, and Chicago is a really good group. And I remember they had, I think it was an Amazon commercial, brought that damn thing back into my freaking head. And it just got stuck there forever. 250624, which nobody knew what the hell it meant. And what it means is it was late in the freaking evening. It was like 3:30 in the morning when the guy was writing that song, and he looked at his clock and he couldn't tell if it was 3:35 or 3:34. So 25 or 6-4 means is it 25-4 in the morning or 26-4 in the morning? That's the meaning behind that song. I have too much useless knowledge when it comes to music. I mean, there's a lot of useless knowledge.
You're definitely more of a music guy than me, and I'm more of a movie guy than you.
Yeah, I'm definitely a huge music guy. Always been a music guy.
Let's see. Who remembers you could call and get the weather? I remember when I was a kid, I didn't used to do it, but my dad used to do it. There used to be because this is before the internet. This is before you could just go on your phone and look things up. There used to be a phone service where you could call and get the scores to games. You would have to pay like 99 cents to if you were busy working, whatever. You could call and they would tell you what the score was to a game that day.
I can remember like calling up radio stations and requesting songs. I remember doing that when I was a kid a lot of times. My sister and I used to call up and request songs all the time.
Sports phone. There you go. I guess that's what it was called, Richard. Yeah, you used to be able to do that.
Okay. for some things, especially music. I get a lot of calls about my in-laws calling them. Other calls me, Kev, what's that song that goes da-da-da-da? You know, that all the time.
And there's a handoff to Tracy. He'll gain a yard. It'll be 2nd and 9. Bodo says your useless knowledge makes you useful.
That's what I'm saying.
You should go and check me.
I do get a lot of calls about what's this song, who sings this, especially from my mom. And she'd always ask me stuff because I love music. I always have. Just like the OJ sang about in the 70s. I love music. Throw it to Wandale.
Winston hits Wandale for a gain of 6. It'll bring up 3rd and 3.
He's got to break that for an 80-yard touchdown.
13 minutes to go here in the second. Giants lead by 1. Winston is yet to throw a pick. He should have thrown 2 already, though.
Yeah, 5 completions to his team. None to Green Bay yet. But like I said, those 2 incompletions could have been completions to Green Bay. He could be 7 for 7 right now. Let's see if Kafka dials up on 3rd and 3. You can do anything here.
Shotgun snap. Winston drops back, throws. Wandell's going to get the stick up to the 34. They ruled it incomplete. He dropped it. He bobbled it on his way out of bounds, they're saying.
Winston's saying that was a catch. I didn't see it. He kind of lost what was going on over here. That's a catch, dude. What are we talking about here?
There it is. That's what.
Yeah, look at this though. Ready? Caught. 1, 2, down. Ball's out.
I feel like if they would have originally ruled it
1,
a catch,
2, down, dude. That's a catch.
I don't disagree with you, but they wouldn't win if they challenged it.
They're not going to.
Yeah, they wouldn't have won. I don't think they would have won it.
That's a terrible call by the official.
Yeah. Punts away. Oh, my God. Jamie Gold is awful, man. As the Packers picked this up at the 25 up to the 40, he had that horrible punt last week, too. He is bad.
There's a flag in the play.
And it's a hold, so this will come back.
Windy there. Always windy this time of year in the Northeast. Dude, that's a catch. What are we talking about here? That's absolutely a catch. I hate the fucker. What is the rule?
I mean, it's subjective, but when I watch games and they try to describe it, they say it has to be a football move where it's like 3 steps.
What? I mean,
I feel like what they would have said if they challenged it is when he turned his body, that's when the ball was punched out, and they wouldn't have overturned it.
That's a catch, dude.
I agree. I think it should have been.
He caught the ball and ran 2-3 steps with it, and on the way down, the guy punched it out.
I just don't think we would have won it. But I agree with you. It should have been called a catch.
Should have been called a catch. It's a bad call. Bad call. That's a catch. That's a catch. A lot of dud game. Oh, this Tampa Bay Buffalo game is 14-10.
Bills lead now?
Yep.
And they were down earlier. Hit or miss that team. I still can't figure them out.
They are a very hard team to figure out.
They called a fumble on the Packers with less of possession, Rangers said. I just think it's one of those plays where whatever they called it first is what it would have stood if they challenged it.
But again, it's just the officiating is so inconsistent in the NFL. It's really bad.
And the other thing bad though, because he already wasted a challenge, it's not worth the risk there. And because
exactly.
what if you need a challenge?
That challenge he took was awful early on.
Yeah. Because if you lose that, then you don't have a challenge late in the game when you may need it.
Yep. A bad challenge.
Danny says, "What the hell is a catch?" No, nobody knows, man. It's exactly it. It's a catch when the refs bet on the team that it favors.
Yep, seems that way. It seems that way. I'm looking at my fantasy team, man. I'll tell you what, CBS Sports is so far ahead of ESPN, dude. It's not even funny. It's like I'm putting CBS Sports. ESPN is so fucking useless. It is such a useless. It's just useless. I don't know what else to say, man. It's a terrible app. It's a terrible network. It's god awful.
Jordan Love's back in the game.
There we go.
Packers backed up deep, though, after that holding penalty. So that was a big penalty. They'll have it at the 16 instead of the 40. Man in motion. Love takes the snap. He's going to hand, and the Packers will pick up 3.5. Giants' run defense is so bad.
It is a bad unit.
Looks like they gave him a shot, right? He's got a patch on his arm there.
Yeah, it's his nicotine patch. For what the hell was that called? I forgot.
I think it was called Nicorette. What was it called?
That was a gum.
Oh, that was a gum.
Yeah, that was a gum. So I was thinking the same thing.
Love drops back. Love throws and dropped again. My God.
There, Dobbs. That's Dobbs in second. Romeo Dobbs going to the Darius Slayton School of Receiving.
These Packers receivers are ass.
They're not good. You got to catch that. It's right there. Again, that time he looked the ball in there. He just couldn't catch it. Big third down for the Giants.
Big third down for the Giants. Got to take advantage of that miscue by the Packers.
Got to get some pressure, Chris. We have no pressure on him.
3rd and 6, down to 3 on the play clock. Here's Love out of the gun, 4 wide, takes the snap. Giants bring 4. Love throws over the middle. This time they catch it up to the 31, and that's Watson for a first down.
Yeah. Obviously, I picked the wrong receiver to play today.
Not over yet.
I might be taking my first loss of the year. I got nothing from any of my guys today.
It's another impressive catch by Watson because that was behind him.
He's good, man. The problem with Christian Watson is he's so boom or bust.
So 1st and 10 as the Packers have it now at the Giants 31. Golden's the rookie receiver they drafted early, right?
Yeah.
He hasn't been active yet today. He's a threat. And it looks like Carter jumped off sides. This should be a free play. Love. They didn't throw the flag, did they? Love throws. That's caught all the way up to the Giants 44. So a big gain to the.
There's Golden, Chris, right there.
Golden. Yeah. Wish I
didn't think the Packers got that playoff in time.
I thought Carter jumped off sides. It doesn't matter. He completed the pass. So now the Packers have it in Giants territory. From the 45. Love under center, 1st and 10. They're going to try to run it. And the Giants finally do a good job there. They only get about 1.5 yards, maybe 2.
Hey, there we go. Travis Etienne got a touchdown. That's what I'm talking about. I need those. Need a lot of those, Travis.
And Bodo says it's Love's estrogen patch.
He needs extra estrogen today.
So 2nd and 8. See if the Giants could keep him out of field goal range. Parsons hasn't been very active thus far.
Nah.
Love takes the snap out of the gun, looks to the right, throws to the right. And I don't know if I want to call that a drop. That was a tough play, but incomplete.
Not the best throw. I thought he was throwing that into the ground. I can't believe that even made it out there. This is a big third down for the Giants, man. We got to get them off the field.
He should have caught it.
Actually, it was a much better throw than I thought it was. I mean, it would have been a tough catch, but Love put that ball where it had to be. That's a good throw.
Yeah, he's playing much better than what the stats indicate.
Yeah, he definitely is.
So 3rd and 8 here for the Packers. It'll be interesting if they get 4 or 5. You figure they'd probably go for it.
Yeah.
If they get nothing, they're going to punt. Here's Love out of the gun, takes the snap. Giants send a blitz. Good pickup by the Packers, though. And the Packers are going to stretch, and it's going to depend on the spot. And he gets the first down.
Dobbs made the catch. That's boy. Shane Bowen's defense is such fucking garbage. I cannot get over how bad this defense is week in and week out with the guys on this team. I just can't.
That time they blitzed, but the blitz just didn't get there.
It's just such an awful unit. Really bad.
And another injury. This time it's Black, the rookie 6th round pick for the Giants.
It's a bad unit.
Let's see. And Boomer says Abdul Carter equals Barkevius Mingo.
Barkevius Mingo.
Barkevius Mingo.
He has not had a very good.
He's on Oklahoma.
He's not had a very good. Look at Sean Tucker. He's not in a very good year. Let's put it that way. Like you mentioned, a really good word was underwhelming.
He's on Oklahoma. Mingo. Bad dog?
Yeah.
Does he play for Oklahoma, Mingo?
Barkevius Mingo? I don't even recognize the name.
Okay. I heard Mingo yesterday when I was watching one of the college games, so I assume that's who he's talking about. But I watched several college games, so I'm not sure who he plays for.
He's an LSU guy, but he played a long time ago. Like that's what I'm saying.
Oh, okay.
He's old. He's not a current guy. I don't remember him being a Sooner. I don't know what college he played for, but I'm pretty sure he wasn't an Oklahoma guy.
Look at Winston. It looks like he's giving a prayer on the sideline.
He's probably praying that we can please fire Shane Bowen. Horrible.
Not 9:13 to go here in the second. We'll see if the Giants defense could hold them to a field goal. From the 35, man in motion's Golden. Takes the snap. They're going to try to run. Why not? As they'll get 2. Giants, again, do a pretty good job there. Right now, Abdul Carter, so far I would say probably like Chase Young is what would be a more recent comparison in terms of a guy that you expect a lot of who's been somewhat underwhelming. But it's only his rookie year, so I'm not going to
let's get him a real DC.
Yeah, I'm not going to go crazy.
Let's get him a real defense coordinator because I outside of Brian Burns, I can't think of one guy having a good year. Think about the year Dexter Lawrence has had and how good
Garrett Bold wasn't very good his first year either, and then he blew up his second year.
Right.
Play action. Love rolls out. Love looking downfield, throwing. He's got a man that's caught all the way up to the 11-yard line. Romeo Doubs.
Yeah. All day.
Mingo was a top 10 pick for Cleveland in 2013. Okay. Well, that's where most good players go to die.
Yeah, true. It's a fact.
They drafted Trent Richardson, right? Or did they trade? Yeah, they drafted him and then they traded him to the Colts, right?
Yep.
That was a horrible.
Well, he was another big disappointment.
Yeah.
I think the Packers have had the ball the entire second quarter.
Feels like it. There's a handoff up the middle, big hole. This Giants run defense is the worst.
It's awful. I mean, this Giants defense is shit.
That's as easy as it gets, man. That's horrible. He was barely touched.
Yep. Shane Bowen has to get the fuck out of here, man. How many rush yards did they have? 150 and a half?
And they had they had the game against the Eagles where they almost gave up 300 yards a few weeks ago.
It's just insane how bad this run defense is.
Snap, hold, kick. I thought he was going to miss it again. This time it's good. 13-7.
It's terrible. Let's see how many yards they've given up. ESPN don't even have the touchdown on the board yet. I don't know why I fucking bother. ESPN is just the worst thing ever.
And Tune and Will says, send Deontay Banks and Shane Bowen to the moon. Yeah, well, I think that's where they're headed after this year.
Yeah. Let's see.
Is Banks is still under He still has one more year on the rookie deal. I don't even know. Does he have one more year? He was drafted.
He's drafted at 22, so no, this is it. 22, 23, 24, 25. He's done.
This is his last year. Yeah.
Yep.
No, he was drafted in 23, right?
Sorry. You're right.
Yeah.
We have 106. The Packers have 106 yards on the ground.
So Banks will be back for one more year.
And it's time for me to piss again. Okay.
Bado, go do what you got to do. Let me pull up the Packers stats real quick. 106 yards on 16 carries, averaging 6.6 yards per carry. And those are all basically running back stats. Sometimes you'll have like a quarterback that runs for like 40 yards on one play and it, inflates the stats. Not here. Jordan Love had 2 carries for 7 yards. It's all been damaged by the running back. The Giants' run defense is awful. Awful. Robert says, no matter what the D is the issue, the worst. The D's definitely been the most underwhelming part of this football team this year for sure. Yeah, Banks will be back next year, but he ain't going to play. He'll be on the bench. They'll either sign another corner or they'll draft one relatively early. I'm interested to see if they bring back Cordell Flott. What do you think about that, Bad Dog? And I think it all is dependent on the market, but he's played well this year. But do you think the Giants bring him back?
I think you have to. It's so hard for them to get a freaking good corner in here.
Yeah.
You got a guy that can play. You got to bring him back. Listen, if we know Joe Shane, he likes his draft picks, right? So that was one of his draft picks. So, you would have thought it would have been the other way around. You would have thought Banks would have been the guy that was really good, and it's been the complete opposite.
I think they need to try to work out an extension for him during the bye week. Try to get that done before the offseason if you can.
Yeah, agreed. I need Penix to get a damn touchdown here for the freaking Falcons, man. No Daniel Jones this week.
Jason says, so Abdul's a bust after his first year. Well, that's ridiculous. He's not a bust. Giants fan shaking my head. He's definitely struggling, but to call him a bust, that's why the draft is a crap. He's not a bust yet. Now, if he's underwhelming next year, then that will start to creep into my head, but not after his rookie year. Giants will return the kick out to the 32. That's Deontay Banks. Banks has actually been decent with kick returns. At least he's contributing somewhere.
Yeah. Freaking, it's weird. We had a thunderstorm here last night. It looks like a thunder. It's cold. I can't believe, but it's insane. It's like a thunderstorm's coming through here.
And Chris says DC Perry Fuel was bad too. Imagine if we had Wink with this D. Wink with this D would. The thing with Wink though, and we said this on the Giants Collective show last week. There's a handoff up the middle. This is the type of D where I feel like you shouldn't need a defensive coordinator like Wink to get pressure on the quarterback, right? Because Wink's a guy that blitzes like nonstop. With the front four that the Giants have on paper, they shouldn't need to blitz that frequently to create. Obviously, they haven't been able to do it, but I don't know if I want a defensive coordinator like Wink for this team next year. I think I'd rather have a guy obviously better than what we have with Shane Bowen, but I don't feel like they're a defense that needs to blitz a ton to get pressure on the quarterback. Man in motion, Wandell, and there's a handoff, and he'll get back to the line. And I think a lot of that has to do with Dexter Lawrence, too. Dexter Lawrence hasn't been himself this year. Good to see that he's starting to become himself today, but he's been underwhelming this year.
That's freaking terrible.
Well, Wink's certainly much better than what we have.
Yeah.
Not saying much, but he's much better than what we have. Why are they running on second down? Because the Giants' run defense is the worst in the NFL. I'd run on second down, too.
Unless you're talking about the Giants. Why are they running on second down?
Oh, yeah. What am I saying? That's exactly what he's talking about. I'm an idiot.
No, you're good. But you were right. That's why the offense. That's why the Packers run on second down.
Yeah, I'm an idiot. My bad. 3rd and 7, 6:30 to go here in the second. Here's Winston out of the gun from the 34. I'm just so hung up on the defense. And it looks like there's going to be an offside. I'm not sure if it's an offside or a full start on Illuminor. But the thing is, Bad Dog, it looked like to me that Illuminor jumped because it looked like the Packers guy might have jumped first.
Yeah.
Or at least initiated it. Yeah. Let me look at the replay. No, I was wrong. Illuminor moved first. Now, if that was what's his name, Lane Johnson, that no call.
Yeah, they allow that to happen all the time.
He does that play every single time.
Yep.
So 3rd and 12 after the full start. 6 minutes to go here in the second. Tracy to his left. Winston out of the gun. He'll take the snap, drops back, and immediate pressure. Tracy breaks it, though. Tracy's got a lane. Tracy up to the 40,
Wow.
45 to the 50, and what a play by Tyrone Tracy.
Yeah, that's old Tracy. I have no idea how the hell he broke that initial tackle, but once he did, he had clear sailing ahead of him, and it's a big 3rd down conversion for the Giants. This was not fooled there. Packers made a great play. I think that was Schlotman out there that missed a freaking Schmitz missed a terrible block. It was Joe Michael Schmitz totally missed that, but the Giants get a big break.
Did Shane Bowen change sidelines for that play?
Maybe.
And there's a handoff for Tracy up the middle, and he'll fight forward for 5. Tracy's playing hard.
Yep. It's a big drive for the Giants here. They went down and scored on their first drive, and J.J. McCarthy fucking blows. I cannot play Jordan Addison anymore just because the quarterback does not throw him the ball. It's crazy.
2nd and 5 here for the Giants at the Green Bay 45. Winston takes the snap. Packers come with a blitz, and that's completed. I think it was Hodgins. If it was, that's his second catch.
Yeah.
And it was. Gain of 7. See if the Giants can get another 7, Bad Dog.
Yeah, we could use it.
4:25 to go here in the second. Winston under center. He's going to turn. He's going to give. Tyrone Tracy. It's been all Tracy on this drive. He'll get another 5.
Yeah, it's a good run there.
I like this guy. You get him playing like this with Scatterboo back next year, you got yourself a nice backfield.
J.J. McCarthy, 8 for 14, 45 yards and interception. The guy is not a good quarterback.
He's been bad this year.
With that offense.
2nd and 5 for Winston from the 32. Singletary now checks into the game. Packers show blitz. Winston looks right, throws right, caught. It'll depend on the spot.
Really close.
That's Hodgins again with the catch. And they're going to mark a pressure.
Down on inches.
4-down territory for a team that's 2-8.
Yeah, exactly. You would think. I mean, with Dable, it wasn't that last week.
We got an injury here by another Packer. I'd run it here knowing that I'd go for it on 4th down.
Either that or you could take a shot. I mean, you could play action and take a shot deep here to Hodgins.
3rd and 1 is about a half a yard. And Winston changes the play. And it's a QB sneak, and he gets it easily.
Yeah,
oh, my God. Jameis Winston picks up 12 yards on a sneak.
Jameis with the Giants' longest run of the day on a QB sneak.
Jameis, you might just call that play every time. He gets 12 yards on a QB sneak. And he didn't need a push.
Listen, that's a great job by Jameis. Nobody's over center. And he saw that, and he said, I'm going to take it myself. That's a great play call by Jameis Winston. He saw nobody over John Michael Schmitz and said, I'm just going to take this myself. There's nobody in front of me.
And here's Winston from the 18. The Giants are going to go back to the run. It's Singletary. Singletary stood up, but he's able to fall forward for 2.5.
That'll take us to the 2-minute warning. I got to go charge my phone.
All right. I'll talk to the chat. Let's see. Jameis Bolt. Veteran decision, Richard said. That might be one of the longest QB sneaks in the history of the NFL. I can't imagine there's been much longer. Let's see. The truck push, yeah.
Let me go plug this in. I'm not peeing. I'm going to plug my phone in.
I'm going to look that up now. I'm curious. Let's see if that's documented. The longest quarterback sneak in NFL history. I mean, can't imagine get much better than that. 76-yard play. All right, he was short by about 64 yards. There was a 76-yard quarterback sneak in 1970 by Greg Landry, at least according to artificial intelligence. So there you go. Let's see. Jason says, I don't see the hype with the Packers defensive coordinator. The Packers defense hasn't been great so far today. Steve Bono, he was with the Kansas City Chiefs, right? I remember him when I was a kid.
Was that a sneak, though? Steve Bono?
Oh, I don't know. I don't know.
I remember him rolling. I remember him like play faking and rolling out and getting a huge touchdown.
Yeah, that's not a sneak, though, if that's what it was.
Right.
Taco says, Chris, thoughts on all the Now You See Me movies? I haven't seen the new one. I don't think the new one's come out yet. I saw the trailer for it. They're good. I wouldn't say they were great, but they're good. They're enjoyable. I'd probably put it in the same category as like National Treasure, like an enjoyable series that's not great, but pretty good. Let's see. Secret Agent says, I have to admit, I'm starting to get a little worried about Abdul Carter. I'm not worried about him. I still think he's uber talented.
I think we just got to get a real defensive coordinator. I'm going to keep pounding the table for that.
I haven't seen Running Man yet, but we actually talked about that last week, Bad Dog. The original, the remake just came out.
The original is great. I will never watch the remake of that shit. That should never have been remade. You ain't replacing Arnold Schwarzenegger, and you're not replacing Richard Dawson. It's not happening. That movie was perfection the way it was made. Let it go.
You also had Jesse the Body Ventura in that movie.
Exactly. Captain Freedom. And Jim Brown, for Christ's sake.
Yeah, Jim Brown. Yeah.
Jim Brown in the
2nd and 7, 16. Winston will take the snap, drops back, throws towards the end zone, and that's got to be a pass interference. And there's
the flag.
Yeah. Was looking for Theo Johnson, and it'll depend on where they said that it started. It may not be in the end zone.
I think it's got to be in the end zone, right?
At the very least, the 2 or the 3 yard line.
Yeah. No foul.
They called no foul?
What the fuck are they talking about?
No. They called it.
He said there was no foul. I heard him say it. I mean, it's obviously a pass interference. Maybe they're saying there was no foul for roughing the passer.
Oh, okay. Which there should have been.
Oh, they did. They threw the flag down there. That must have been what he said. There was no foul for. That must have been because I saw a flag back by Jameis, and they did call pass interference. So they did. I heard him say no foul, but there was no foul on the.
So now the
Giants got to run the ball here.
You're QB sneaky. Just got 12 yards.
Right.
Winston's going to hand to Singletary. They try to cut it off the edge. I would have just QB sneaked it. They lose a yard and a half there.
Chris, I absolutely hate when you have a yard or less and you run outside the tackles. I cannot stand that shit. It's just everybody's down there. It's strung out. I mean, there's just nowhere to go. There's too many bodies down there. Yeah, and the guy's running 25 yards was left to get 1 yard.
And now you can't QB sneak it.
Right.
They should have done it on the first play. Maybe they still will. We'll see. So, minute 17 to go. Winston under center. They're going to give it to Singletary again, and Singletary's going to get in. Touchdown, New York Giants. Stand up, New York Giants fans. Minute 11 to go. The only thing you wish is maybe they waited a little bit longer to score because we know this defense sucks.
Yes.
But 13-13 extra point pending.
And J.J. McCarthy, another interception, 9 for 18, 73 yards, 2 picks. My buddy actually texted me, said we got to bench Addison from here on out. And I agree. It's not because Jordan Addison isn't a good receiver. It's their quarterback sucks. Who's Minnesota's backup? McCarthy is just he's awful.
They should have kept Darnold.
They should have kept Darnold, is right. Well, they drafted McCarthy, so.
They missed the extra.
He got it, Chris.
He just got it. 14,
do not question coup.
Look bad from that angle off the foot.
Goo!
All right. We'll see if they can close out this half with a lead.
Yeah.
There's a penalty on the Giants, so they're going to make them kick it again.
Oh, really? It is windy there. It's windy up here, too, so.
I would make him kick it again. Yeah, they're going to. I'd much rather the 5.
Absolutely. Make them kick it
Oh,
again.
it's a personal foul, so it's going to be like a 50-yard extra point now.
Personal foul. They did that. Must have been something on the block.
So now it's a 48-yard extra point with the windy conditions. You might miss this.
Why not? Is it?
Snap. Hold. Can't. He missed it.
Yeah. Jesus Christ.
God almighty. Oh, God almighty. 1:11 to go here in the second.
Tate Sandell, man. I'm telling you, the Giants got to draft the kicker out of Oklahoma. Got to. It's time to draft him.
Where the hell was he kicking that ball?
I don't know. Tate Sandwell, man. You gotta get Tate Sandwell in here.
Oh my God.
Giants got to draft the kicker.
Ray says that's when you go for 2. Well, Ray, if you go for 2 there, it would have been from the 17-yard line. So you can't go for 2 there.
Yeah.
But probably would have been a higher percentage with our kickers.
Yeah, it's true.
1:11 to go here in the second. So tie game now. Packers have 2 timeouts, so plenty of time to get in field goal range.
Oh, really easy. They probably score a touchdown. They got all freaking day. Giants got to. I'm telling you, man. Giants got to draft this kicker from Oklahoma. He's freaking good.
Elite says, why not assist on the kickoff? I think they probably had the option, the Packers, to do one or the other. And, of course, with the way that the wind is,
already missed one, and
you're going to back him up 15 yards for the kick.
He just sucked.
He almost missed the first one. They're showing the first one. He almost missed that one.
Oh, that wasn't. Yeah, I don't know why. I guess they were showing the play that was.
Oh yeah. But yeah, it's windy because now Gillen's holding the kickoff.
It is very windy. It's windy up here too. So man,
Packers going to field this from the 6. They'll take it out there to the 25. Tackle down at the 27. So Giants special teams coverage has been good so far today.
It won't matter much because the Packers have, so they can run, they can pass, they can do whatever they want to here.
With the conditions, though, the way that these guys have looked kicking, you have to figure to feel comfortable. Yeah, it has to be within 40 yards.
True.
And James says, team hasn't skipped a beat without Dable. I mean, yeah, the team, we played good in the first half with Dable, too. And then we choked up leads. So let's see what happens in the second.
I mean, the issue has not been the offense. It's been Bowen's horrific defense. I mean, it's just awful. How the fuck this guy has a job? I don't get it. I don't understand how he's still employed. He should have been fired before Dable, in my opinion.
I agree with that. Watson in motion, and it looked like Carter was offside again.
Offsides.
And it doesn't matter. Love is able to complete it to Dobbs. But, I'm happy as a Giants fan, but these referees have missed a couple of calls.
He was way offsides.
Yeah.
And Love did a great job of getting rid of that ball.
From the 38, 45 seconds to go. Here's Love out of the gun, takes the snap. Giants bring 5. Love hit as he throws. I thought that was going to be picked.
That was great pressure by Dex. And Dobbs slow to get up. Banks to the cover.
We're seeing the Dex that we've become accustomed to today.
Yeah.
This is by far his best game this year. And Big Moose says, I'm getting too old for this crap, and we got another injury on the field. How many Packers have been down with injuries today?
Dobbs, right? Dobbs is down.
It's unbelievable.
It's been a lot.
It's been like 6, I feel, in the first half. Big Moose says, I'm getting too old for this crap. We'll be in the Super Bowl in 2040. Don't think I'll be alive to see it. This is getting more painful by the game.
Well, Big Mo, we know this year's a wash, bro. So it's just Let's see what it is.
Hopefully sooner than that. So 2nd and 10 here for the Packers. Still have 38 seconds, but this wind is legit here today. So I think it's got 40, probably 40 yards max to feel like confident you're going to make it. Man in motion is golden. It's a bad snap, and he's able to pick it back up. Love throws, and did he fumble?
And that's a fumble. That's a Giants ball.
They're calling it a fumble for now, and the Giants have it at the 40.
I mean, obviously, it's all reviewed. That was a disaster from the beginning.
Let's see the replay.
I thought it was a fumble. That ball was definitely out before. I mean, they'll review it, but this ball's out before it hits the ground. Well, I don't know how the hell Love, but what a play by Love.
Got to see a better angle than that.
Yeah, it's close. That ball's out, Chris.
I think it's out. I think it's just out. I think it's just out before the right knee touches.
It's out right there.
Yep, that's out.
Coming out. That's a fumble.
That's a fumble.
No, Giants get an opportunity now. We have to get inside the 10 if we want a shot at a field goal. So, Giants got 2 timeouts. They got time, but they like I said, they got to get it to the 15 or 10 yard line here. That ball's out right there. That is a fumble.
Just before the knee touches.
Fang Fowles had a good day today.
So now the Giants, it would be the 58-yard field goal from there. Obviously, you don't feel confident with that.
No.
At least 15 yards, at least.
Yeah.
The question for me, he was certainly, and I don't know that like how these rules work. Is it a football move?
That's a fumble.
That's the only thing that I could see it potentially.
Okay, he's got it here. 1, 2, turns around, 3, and then he loses the ball.
I agree. I think it should be a fumble. And I think it's again like the other play. If you originally called it a fumble, I think you have to keep it as is.
Right. There's not enough to overturn that shit.
Oh
Incomplete.
My God. Oh my
Are you out of your fucking mind?
Oh my God. And that's why they said it wasn't a football move, I assume, because he clearly wasn't down. Oh my God.
That is such bullshit.
I don't know how that
that is such bullshit.
What a joke.
Holy shit, the NFL is a joke.
What a joke.
Take gambling away from this sport. It is the lowest rated sport on television. It is so bad. The officiating, this is the worst sport when it comes to officiating.
Referees bet the Packers half.
Awful. Awful.
Another offsides on Carter. Love drops back, and he'll tumble down, and he'll go down. And
Carter don't get the sack. Burns does. That's right. Burns deserves it anyway.
I was going to say, why aren't the Giants calling a timeout? They finally did.
That's a joke, man. That was a fumble. It's terrible, man. I have no idea how that wasn't a fumble. The dude literally caught it, took 3 steps, turned around, lost the ball, and they call it incomplete. What do they have to do? Have 6 steps at the freaking ball? Wow, great coverage there on Golden.
Carter's either timing the snap perfectly or he's jumping off sides on almost every
I feel like he's jumping off sides.
Yeah.
But Burns touches him down right there. Maybe they each get a half sack, but.
So 25 seconds to go, but with the windy conditions, maybe something fluky happens on the punt. Who knows?
Yeah. Crazy.
Well, Gunner's coming all the way up. That's interesting.
Whoa. That snap almost freaking got away from him. The wind is definitely playing a factor. That's a shank eponymous.
Yeah.
Well, I guess not.
I felt like that should have been at least 5 yards up more towards the 50.
Yeah, agreed.
They marked it as
a snap.
That's a great job by the punter just to field that cleanly. Bad punt, of course.
Well, the Giants have one timeout in 20 seconds. I don't really know what you're going to do here.
Yeah, let Winston get it to the 40 and try a Hail Mary. Because you're not trying to field goal.
Yeah.
Oh, they're just going to kneel it. All right, so we'll go to the half tide.
Yeah.
Let's see. Michael says, Bad Dog, you're really saying football is worse officiating than Lakers and basketball? Come on, bro.
Yep, not even close. Not even close. I don't understand. What do the Lakers have to do with anything?
I guess you're saying because you watch every Laker game, but
it's not even close. The NFL is the worst officiated sport in the world. Not even close. Officiating sucks everywhere. But in the NFL, they don't have they have no rules. There's no rule book with the NFL. It's just like at their discretion. It's like the strike zone in baseball. Like there's a strict strike zone, but the umpires just make their own rules. So it's the same type of shit. What the fuck is a catch? What is a catch?
Bad Dog. I am in real life, I'm very like anti and scared of artificial intelligence, like what it's going to do to people. But when it comes to referees, like it should be utilized.
I agree.
And I'm not saying completely get rid of officials and umpires, but I mean it is bad to the point where you're costing teams games.
And the worst thing is, Chris, in the NFL, they review shit and they still get it wrong. What is the point of a review?
Yeah. That's the other thing that I think they should add to the NFL. I love that when I watch the college games, the way that they show you the process of how they review the play when it's a challenge. I think that's great when you get to hear the officials and the people at the
college product is 1,000 times better than the NFL product.
They should bring that to the NFL. I think that's great.
They should bring the overtime rules from college to the NFL too.
Yeah. B-Rock says they
do that because they won't do that because of Vegas, but they should.
Yeah. B-Rock says they got to pay these refs to be full-time. The officiating is so bad and inconsistent.
It really is.
And Jason says, and people will say you can't blame the refs. That was bad call. Bad overturn.
Agreed.
Secret says, guys, when you eat a taco, I saw that. I'm going to be honest, Secret. And if I recall what Scattaboo said was, if you turn your head, you dominate the taco. I've never turned my head when eating a taco, but now that he said that, I may try it. I've always just eaten a taco like a hot dog. I just put my head normal.
I think I always turn because I don't want to turn the taco. Shit will spill out.
Maybe I do turn my head without even realizing it and not thinking.
I think I do. I don't remember last time I had a taco. I mean, if it's a soft shell, you can just bend the shell out.
Well, that's the thing. I go with the soft shell. I don't.
So why? Because if you bite into the hard shell, it cracks in the bottom. You got a freaking mess. So
I don't like hard shell tacos. It's too sloppy.
Yeah, I agree. I want to get everything in there. So the soft shell keeps everything together.
Now, when
you get the grease in the hard shell, it makes it soft. You bite it, it breaks. And shit's all over the place. So
yeah, and burrito. How do you eat the burrito? Do you peel it back like a candy bar as you're eating it? You have to, right? With the tin foil?
Oh, I don't really know. I don't really eat many burritos, if I'm being honest.
Not a burrito guy, really?
No, I'm just saying it's not. I mean, I like them, but I don't think I really eat them. Usually what I do, like if we go to Moe's, I usually just get the bowl. So I get it without the, but no, I probably don't peel it back. I probably take all the foil off.
You take all the foil? I leave the foil because it keeps it organized. You try with the foil on next time.
With the way I eat, man, the way I inhale my food, I'm afraid I get some tin foil in there. So I probably just take the thing off. That's just the way it goes.
And Patel says, thanks for making this shit show of a game enjoyable, guys. Love the stream. If both were available, Tomlin or Harbaugh, I would go with Tomlin, but I wouldn't be. I'd be thrilled with either one.
Yeah, I wouldn't have a problem with either guy. Would not have a problem with either guy.
And people are saying he's not talking about the tacos. I know what the sexual reference is, but I'm pretty sure Scattaboo was.
I mean, if you're, talking about the pink taco, I mean, that's just head first. You don't need to turn your head. That's not. You're not turning that taco.
Before you say head first, it depends on the taco. Not all tacos are created equal.
It's true. I still think I always went head first into that taco. I don't think I ever turned my head there. That you're not gonna worry about
taco.
Yeah, you go head first into that one.
Some tacos you don't dive. You take a day off.
Right.
you ride the slide that day. You don't dive.
That's true.
Yeah. Let's see. Choco taco is great.
It is. Yep. So when you got Giants football, this is usually what you get. Even though we got a good game, I mean it is tied at 13 apiece. We thought it'd be competitive today.
Yeah.
Boy, that Rams Seahawks game, that's a good one today. How is that not the game of the week?
That is a good game.
Baltimore Cleveland is the game of the. Well, you know what? This is why I kept NFL League Pass or NFL Sunday Ticket. That's exactly why I kept it. I'm not watching Cleveland Baltimore. I'm watching Seattle Los Angeles. They're both 7-2. That should have been flexed. They can flex games at this point, dude. Well, I mean, you can't. I guess you can't. Detroit, Philadelphia is pretty damn good.
If I'm not mistaken, I think next week's the first week that you could flex because people were saying they were going to flex the Colts Chiefs game, but they didn't do it because the Chiefs played on short rest this week. So I think next week's the first week you could flex.
Got it.
Yeah, some people do, Russ. I know that's like the traditional way, but I don't know. I'm more of a soft shell taco guy.
Yeah, like I said, I like the soft shell just because it keeps everything in there. Like I said, the bottom of the hard shell breaks and then it's a disaster.
Yeah,
I don't like that. I'm a very neat, organized guy, so I don't like a mess. You know.
Yeah,
I don't want.
We just spent 5 minutes
talking about eat nachos.
We just spent 5 minutes talking about tacos, thanks to Cam Scatterbo. So
yeah, well, Cam's the man. So. Well, did you see the video of? I put it on Twitter. Did you see the video of him like flexing his foot, saying he can do his toes? He's flexing his ankle. I'm like, put him in there now.
Yeah, I did see that.
Put him in.
Yeah.
He just
I don't know in, but it's encouraging.
Somebody said to me, I forgot who it was, but they're like, somebody does have to keep an eye on him for his own good because Cam's one of them guys that's going to try to do way too much. And I know I'm one of them guys that's really stubborn. Like I have pain or something in the gym and I try to battle through it. I just end up hurting myself worse. I've gotten better as I've gotten older. But when I was 22 or 23, whatever Cam Scatterbo is, nobody was telling me shit about anything.
Yeah.
I'm still stubborn.
Jackson Dart. He's got that you're not going to tell me shit attitude right now too.
Yeah. They're kids. I mean, that's what you do when you're 22 years old. Nobody can tell you anything.
But that's one point where I strongly disagree with Anthony. Anthony's like pro dart, like put your body on the line. Not me. That's by far the most important position. I need him to stay on the football field as much.
I get what Anthony's saying. You don't want to take his.
You don't want to take it out of his game. I get that.
He does have to learn when to you can't do that every time. You do have to learn when to try to avoid a hit. Let's say it's 3rd down and 11, and he's 3 yards past the line of scrimmage.
Slide.
He shouldn't be. Just go down.
Yeah.
If it's 3rd down and 3, and you see that 1st down marker, you want to try to get it and run through a defender. I get it, but he's just got to learn when to take those chances and when to just say, "All right, we'll live to fight another down."
So I'm going to disagree on that one. I think you're more of a Mose guy too, Bad Dog, if I'm not mistaken.
I'm definitely more of a Mose guy.
I'm more of a Chipotle guy, but Mose get better value. They give you the chips. I get it, but
the chips are better. They're not them lime flavor chips. Plus, they have better queso, way better queso. I don't even know what Chipotle's queso is.
Yeah, good question. I don't think I've ever got
it's not good. And yeah, you got to pay for chips. You go to Moe's, they give you free chips. You get chips, you go back up, you get a free refill.
I still prefer Chipotle, but I agree that the better values with Moe's.
They're both good. Don't get me wrong, but I definitely prefer Moe's.
Mm-hmm.
Plus, Moe's has that soda machine. They
both have soda machines.
Yeah, but they have the soda machine where you can.
Where you could get like 1 million.
You can flavors. Mix them together. Like you can make it vanilla Coke or orange Coke, whatever the hell you want to.
Yeah. So. Michael says, "I know what both do to my ass." Yeah.
Yeah.
It's the same effect.
Correct. It doesn't matter. I mean, that's part of it.
What goes in must come out. Whether it's
exactly. Eventually, it does. So. Yeah.
Oh God. Louise says, "Hey guys, do you think you both will do an in real life Giants?" Yeah, we were actually talking about that in the future. I think that we should organize something like that in the future. Yes. Toasty says a soft taco is a burrito. Well, that's the argument that people make. Like, if you're gonna have a soft shell taco, why don't you just get a burrito? And I get it, but
I mean, I haven't eaten Taco Bell in forever. Like, since I changed my diet, like, if I'm going to have a cheat day, I'm not going to Taco Bell. It's useless. But I always remember Taco Bell, they had the cheesy gordita crunch, which was the best of both worlds because you had a crunchy taco inside the soft taco and a layer of cheese in between them. And that was good because you got the best of both worlds that way. And it didn't make a mess because you had the soft shell outside the hard shell. So that was always good. Plus, like I said, you got all that cheese in there. But yeah, I don't remember last time I had Taco Bell. It was a long time ago. I can remember it was snowing really bad here, and we didn't want to send somebody DoorDash to our house. So my wife said, "Go get the stuff." I'm like, "I don't want to drive this." I'm like, "Well, I'll tell you what, I'll make a deal with you." I'm like, "You shovel the driveway, I'll go get the stuff, or I'll shovel the driveway, you go get it." She's like, "I'll shovel the driveway." I'm like, "Really?" And I went and got it, and it was so bad. Like, I craved it and had no flavor. I'm like, "This sucks." That's got to be weird.
I'm shocked that she chose shoveling the driveway over going to get Taco
Bell. So am I. The only thing I used to like from Taco Bell is they had these steak breakfast crunch wraps that had like steak, eggs, and hash browns in them. They were pretty damn good. That was good.
I've never gotten breakfast from Taco Bell.
Their breakfast is better than regular food.
I've never gotten breakfast from
I don't remember, like I said, I haven't had Taco Bell in years.
Yeah. And I want to give a shout out to Amir, the sports critic. I see he popped in. What's going on, man? Bodo says the best thing Taco Bell ever had was the I've never had it.
I never had that either.
I don't even know what that is.
I remember Taco Bell having BLT tacos. I always thought those were good back in the day.
Blue Scale says
Tennessee. That's a good game. 3-0 Tennessee in the third quarter.
Blue Scale says once they removed the quesarito from Taco Bell, it sucked. I do Uber Eats occasionally from time to time, so I get a lot of pickups from Taco Bell, so I know like a lot of people order. So many people order the what's the drink? I've never had it before, but so many people get it. It's like a frozen Baja Blast.
Oh, my kid loves that. Whatever.
Every time I get an Uber pickup from a Taco Bell, somebody's getting that drink. I've never had it. Everyone loves it, it seems.
Yep. Yeah.
Your kid, have you had it?
No, my kid likes it though. It's like a blue slushy, but he likes those.
Yeah.
He just gets a quesadilla or whatever, cheesy, whatever it is, wrap and
Baja Blast. Yeah, that's what I was talking about.
I haven't eaten Taco Bell in God knows how long.
And Sports Critic says, good game. Magic against the Knicks. I don't know how we beat the Knicks. I don't know how we beat the Knicks badly. Go, John. Good to see you, Sports Critic, man. Thanks. I mean, the Magic are good. I don't think they're as good as the Knicks, but the Magic are good. I mean, Pablo Banchero is one of the top 10 players in the league. I mean, he's really good.
Banchero is good. Bryce Young's having a good day. Xavier Legette with a big touchdown catch. We got a good game in Atlanta. It's 21-16.
Yeah, the Mountain Dew Baja Blast, Leon. Every time I go there, that's what somebody gets. I not so.
Oh, I didn't know you were Uber. You were Ubering.
I do it occasionally on the weekends, but every time I get a Taco Bell pickup, especially when it's warmer out, not so much now. Everyone gets that drink. Everyone. And I'm like, maybe I gotta try it. Gowie said,
like I said, my kid likes it. I don't get anything from Taco Bell. I just don't. My cheat day, I usually go out to dinner, or we've been going out to breakfast, and I just get a big ass breakfast. I get 3 eggs over easy, hash browns, toast, bacon, and a short stack of French toast. It's usually how I roll there. Big breakfast, or like I said, I go out to dinner, but I'm not eating. The fast food I'll eat is Five Guys. Like if I'm going to eat fast food, that's
Five Guys is fantastic.
Five Guys is the shit.
Kicks away. Packers are going to field it at the 1. And they'll bring it out to the 33. As Gowie says, hard shell for taco. If you like soft, just get a quesadilla. Yeah, I get it. I get the argument, but I'm still a soft shell guy.
Yeah, but a quesadilla does not just have cheese in it.
I get the argument. But I agree with you, Bad Dog. I just prefer the soft shell.
Yeah, I don't want the mess. Like I said, you get the grease into the hard shell, it's going to split the bottom, and then you're going to have meat all over the place. Nobody wants meat on their lap.
Ketla says, "Do you guys think Kafka is playing too soft?" No, I haven't felt that way thus far. I just think our defense still sucks.
Yeah, agreed.
And here's Jordan Love under center, play action, drops back. Dexter Lawrence is alive and well, ladies and gentlemen. Again, this guy gets immediate pressure up the middle. And I've been watching some of these play, Bad Dog. They're doubling him on some of these plays, and he's dominating.
I don't know where the hell. Maybe Dex is healthy. Maybe Dex is rejuvenated now that Dable is gone, but he just discarded the center, got off the block, and the sun came out over there. The sun came out here too. It's crazy. Dex is back.
He's back to being a defensive player of the year caliber player again.
Yeah.
He's playing incredible today.
Yeah.
Second and 10.
Another injury for the Packers.
And Ketla says, do you guys feel the cop? Oh, I just read that one. I'm sorry. Jax, thank you, being a member, says, if I get tacos, I'm just going to my buddy's mom's restaurant to get a traditional Mexican taco, and I always get birria tacos. I don't think I've ever had that, Jax.
I always like carne asada steak tacos. I think those are my favorite. I love those.
So it'll be second and 10 here for Jordan Love. Empty backfield out of the gun from the 34. Takes the snap, drops back, throws to the right. That's caught. And they're going to be about up. I thought they were going to be short, but he kept pushing. And it'll depend on the spot.
They call it forward progress, stopped about 2 yards short of the first down.
Oh, wow. Okay.
The Giants get a bit of a break there.
3rd and 2 then.
I saw the official do this, and he's about 2 right there. I think when he got spun around, Chris, I think right there they said his forward progress was stopped. So it's 3rd down and 2.
That was a bad whistle because he was still fighting. But we'll take it.
I guess it's 3rd and 1. But the official marked 2 yards short.
Packers will break the huddle. Love under center.
Easy conversion. We can't stop the run. Packers do us a favor by passing. Carter's held. And Christian held.
Christian Watson just elbowed that guy in the face on the sideline after the catch.
I don't know why the hell I didn't start this guy today.
I don't know if it was an accident because he was doing the first down thing, but it looked like he elbowed him in the face. But first down for the Packers. Let's take a look at the replay. Maybe I'm wrong.
Do a Macho Man elbow on him?
13:23 to go. Big game there for the Packers as they're now in Giants territory at the 41. I formation. Giants crowd the line. Love takes the snap. He's going to turn. He's going to pitch up the middle. Packers will get 3. It'll be 2nd and 7.
I'll tell you what, I felt like if he kept running to the outside, he had a big gain. He cut it back inside right into all the defenders. Sebastian
says, I'm late, boys. On a scale of 1 to 10, how has Kafka been? I don't think he's been bad. I mean, I think the offense has looked pretty good, especially early on.
I mean, the Packers' defense is good, too. So, I don't think he's been bad. A 7. I don't think he's been great. I don't think he's been terrible.
I mean, if you want to talk about some questionable decisions, he made a questionable challenge early in the game that they wasted a timeout on. But there's nothing that he's done that's made me, scratch my head.
Right.
Love takes the snap out of the gun, drops back, throws off his back foot. That's got to be pass.
That's got to be pass interference.
And it is. Dane Belton, you can't believe it. How are you calling a pass interference when I don't turn my head and I run right into the wide receiver?
Right. Exactly. I mean, what are you looking at there?
12:25 to go here in the 3rd. He did turn his head, to be fair, but he did run into him. At the last second, he turned his head.
What the hell happened there?
You know what? Now that I saw the replay, Bad Dog, I don't know if that should have been a pass interference. He did make
it is because it's against the Giants. So
make a play on the ball.
You know how it goes.
And here's Love under center from the 3. Man in motion left to right. He turns. He gives.
Piece of paper goes flying by.
I thought it was a flag, but yeah, with a piece of paper. They get a yard. It'll be 2nd and goal from the 2. Sebastian says, I'm late, boys, but I just read that one. I would give him a 7. I think he's been fine.
Yeah, I don't think he's been. like I said, he made a bad challenge, but the Packers defense is tough. The Giants defense is fucking awful. That's Shane Bowen's a -7 again. Just his defense is trash. The
And
Texans played really well today.
Tim, going to get to that in 1 second. Here's Love under center from the 3. 2nd and goal. Takes the snap, drops back, pressure.
Wide open.
What the hell was that? The easiest touchdown you'll ever see. And he does the Dexter Lawrence dance in the end zone.
Yeah.
That pisses me off. 19-13, extra point pending.
Hopefully it pisses Dex off.
I'm going to do 2013 to try to jinx them because the wind has been a factor. So let's change it to 2013. Let's
1913, you mean?
Yeah, I'm going to change it to 20 to hope.
Give him the extra point. Gotcha.
Yeah, hopefully it jinxes him to miss the extra point.
Who fell down there?
I think it was Holland. Snap. He missed it. I jinxed
it. That was a terrible snap. The wind is just. Did you see that ball? Dude, there was no way he was making that. Let's see this again. They got to show us again. That snap just took off. Watch this. Look at what that was a hell of a job by the holder to get down. He had the laces facing towards him. He had no shot.
Ray Finkel.
Laces out, Marino.
Ray Finkel taught you that when back in the early 90s, Bad Dog.
Yeah, it was bad.
Still one of my favorite comedies of all time, Ace Ventura.
Yep. Well, probably the only Jim Carrey movie I like.
How is that the only Jim Carrey movie that you like?
Liar wasn't bad. I just never been a big fan of Jim Carrey.
I think we've talked about this. I love Jim Carrey. Yeah, but I guess he's a guy that you either love or hate.
Yeah, he's like Will Ferrell. I don't really care for him either.
Yeah. Tim says
I don't know if Will Ferrell's ever been in a movie I like. Ever.
You didn't like Old School?
No.
You didn't
like I said, there's certain guys that they're good for 10 minutes on Saturday Night Live, and that's it. Kevin James is one of those guys. He's good for King of Queens for 20 minutes, but an hour and a half is too much. I just don't.
I'm not a big Kevin James fan. He's like a poor man's Adam Sandler to me.
Adam Sandler is one of the exceptions where I liked him in the 90s. He's gotten sucky now. Like the Happy Gilmore thing was fucking horrendous. That was terrible.
Oh,
that was terrible.
Yeah. Tim says a donation to the Frozen Baja Blast Fund. Awesome stream is always fun. I'm gonna have to try that next weekend, Tim. I'm gonna have to try that.
Good.
Appreciate it, man. And Big Blue Boss says, "Can we fire Bowen during the game?"
Sure. I'm gonna pee again. All right, we went over, right?
Yeah, we just went over, guys. That's crucial. Andrew says, "Football. Let's go. Let's go. Let's see. Elf was great. Elf's definitely a top 5. That may be pushing it to call Elf a top 5 Christmas movie. There's a lot of good Christmas movies. I always get into this debate on my streams when we talk Christmas movies. I will go to the grave thinking that Die Hard is a Christmas movie, and it happens to be my favorite Christmas movie. Boo Scale says Truman Show was amazing. Truman, if you want to talk about a movie that predicted the future, think about when Truman Show came out. Truman Show came out. Somebody tell me in the chat what year it came out. I'm going to say off the top of my head, 96, 97. Truman Show predicted the future. Like, that's basically like our entertainment now. It's almost, it's crazy how that movie predicted the future, Truman Show. Let's see. Sebastian says, Bad Dog, do you like Chad Smith over Farrell?
Who?
I don't even know who Chad Smith is.
I have no clue who Chad Smith is. No clue. I will say this. They Live predicted the future too.
What was it? Oh, They Live. We talked about that.
That is totally
insane how much that movie predicted the future.
Yep.
Giants bring the ball out to the 26. 98. Okay, so Truman Show came in 98. It was a year or two off. But yeah, that movie predicted like reality TV before reality TV. The Truman Show. Team Rizzo says Bowen's job is to secure because Shane needs a scapegoat. Yeah, I just feel like they probably don't feel like there's a guy that would make much of an upgrade on the defense at this point that's on the staff, but I probably disagree with them. And here's Winston under center, I formation. 11:35 to go here in the third. He's going to turn. He's going to give to Tracy. Tracy up the middle gets 2. He gets that. How's that not a flag, Bad Dog?
I guess they didn't blow the whistle. I don't know.
He picked him up and he threw him to the ground like it was a WWF match.
They don't ever call that. They only call that shit against the Giants.
By the way, you may laugh at it. I thought Jim Carrey was incredible as the Grinch. I can't picture anybody else playing that role.
I didn't like it. I just like the
you don't like the Grinch? No?
Animated version.
I get it. That my sister prefers the animated version too.
Yeah.
2nd and 7 for Winston here at the 29. Man in motion, Theo Johnson. He'll take the snap. He gives to Tracy. Tracy off the left edge. Cuts it up the middle, and he's going to be a quarter of a yard short. It's going to be 3rd down.
Dude, Jameis should just quarterback sneak it again for 15 yards.
Jake, you hit this on the head, by the way. I remember when that movie came out. I don't watch a ton of animated movies, but I was dating a girl at the time when that came out, and she wanted to watch it. That movie 100% is like a documentary on modern day Wall-E. It's a depressing Disney movie, but it's great.
What's that?
The movie Wall-E.
Oh, never saw it.
Everybody becomes so dependent on technology. Everybody becomes overweight. Handoff up the middle, nowhere to go, and the Giants are stopped short of the stick. Are they going to go for this, Bad Dog, 4th and 1?
No way. Not from their own 36. They'll punt. This is terrible by Kafka. How do you not throw the ball one fucking time, man? They've just become so predictable.
They're going for it.
They're going to just try to draw them off sides. There is no way they're going for this.
Kafka putting his balls on the table. Giants break the huddle. 4th and 1. Bad Dog's pissed.
I'm not pissed. I just can't believe they're going for this. I think they're going to
direct snap it to Singletary if they snap it. They do snap it.
Wow.
And depends on the spot. He got to push. I think he got it after the push, Bad Dog.
Yeah, they're giving him the 1st down. Boy, they got luck. I tell you what, Kafka's got some balls in that one, Chris. Yeah. He's got balls. I don't like the decision. I don't like the play call. He had no lead blocker. There's no way he's throwing the ball.
I don't hate the decision just because I feel like the Packers have all the momentum, and if you give them the ball back, you're almost certainly going to lose.
I hate the play call.
But I don't like the play call. I agree with you on that. But they got it.
J.J. McCarthy sucks.
1st and 10 from the 37. Man in motion, Bellinger. He's going to turn. He's going to give up the middle. Look at him fight. Singletary gets about 5 yards as he carries the Packers for an extra 2 or 3.
Hey, what, man? The Giants decided not to let Jameis throw anymore.
It's probably because of the wind.
I guess.
2nd and 6. 8:27 to go here in the third. It's good to see you, Bobby. Hope you're doing well, man. Dable was only part of the problem. Ownership needs to continue to remove these coaches who don't prioritize winning. Giants fans deserve better. Not just the coaches, the scouts. It goes beyond just the coaches. Man in motion, Bellinger. Winston drops back, looks, throws.
That's why they're not throwing.
That's wind, man.
That ball died out there. I don't know how Bellinger even caught it.
Bellinger does hold it in for 4, but that ball, it like he threw it into like a brick wall. I don't know if he did catch that. Looked like the nose may have touched the ground.
I don't know if he caught it either. I'm surprised the Packers aren't challenging that.
3rd and 3. He's got the red flag out. We'll see if he throws it. And he does.
Yeah, I mean, you can tell the NFL is a joke, dude. The Giants don't even hurry to the line of scrimmage. The play clock's 40. You let that shit run down to 9 seconds before you snap the ball so we can get the challenge off? Come on, man. What are we doing?
Yeah, I think we're going to lose this one.
I mean, it's like they don't even try to hide it anymore.
And Eric says guard, center in the draft, and a number 2 wide receiver. We need a lot more than just that, but I agree we need to continue to hammer home the offensive line. That's for sure. We need a linebacker. Definitely need a linebacker. Look at this run defense. We need more interior defensive line help. We need help in the secondary. So it can't just be the offense. We got both sides of the ball we got to work on.
Well, Gotta keep.
I agree. The offense has to be prioritized because of the young quarterback. And Bodo says Wally and Dusk Till Dawn. Dusk Till Dawn. Have you ever seen Dusk Till Dawn? I think he means Dusk Till Dawn. But have you ever seen that movie?
I have not.
It's one of the weirdest movies I've ever seen. It's literally like two different movies. And I think that's what he says. Wally to Dusk Till Dawn. The first half of both of those movies are Oscar winners, and then the second half happens. Especially Dusk Till Dawn. Dusk Till Dawn to me is a very poor man's version of Sinners, which just came out, which is also a vampire movie. But Dusk Till Dawn, like you said, the first half's really good, and then the second half it just becomes stupid. Johnny says, I never saw the movie The Grinch with Jim Carrey. Best Christmas movie for me is either Die Hard or maybe Gremlins. I love Gremlins too. I love Gremlins.
Gremlins is a good one.
And you still argue with me on this. You don't think Die Hard's a Christmas movie?
No. Nope. Die Hard's an action movie that takes place around the Christmas holiday.
I still say it's a Christmas movie.
Nope. I don't think it's a Christmas movie.
I don't think Sinners was terrible. No, Matt, you didn't like Sinners? I like Sinners. Let's see. Home Alone. Yeah, that's definitely my top 5 Christmas movies.
That's a good one.
Super rewatchable.
Christmas Story is right up near the Christmas Story and Black Christmas. Those are probably my 2 favorite.
And James says, Ole Miss fan here. Thanks to OU for beating Bama.
Yeah. OU should have fucking beat Ole Miss too, but we fumbled a damn punt going into your territory. That turned the whole game around.
And Chris, this is a good question. What qualifies as what needs to happen for it to be considered a Christmas movie? It's a good question. What's the qualifier?
It's got to be, to me, it has to be based on Christmas, like the holiday. I don't think that one's based on Christmas.
But all right, Home Alone, for example, would you consider that a movie that is based on Christmas?
Yes, because they're going to Paris for, and he says for Christmas, I don't want my family. I mean,
There's
me,
definitely a family element to it. Yeah.
No, but I'm saying for Christmas, that's what he wants. He wishes he had a different family or whatever.
Okay, fair. Okay.
So I like, again, I don't think there's any, it just takes place on Christmas, but there's nothing Christmassy about Die Hard. It's a great movie. Don't get me wrong. I love Die Hard.
And here's Jameis Winston, 3rd and 6 from the 42.
Big third down.
The challenge, but they only gained 3 yards out of it. Gives to Singletary. Singletary dives forward, and he gets back.
I guess they're going for it. I guess they're going for it on 4th down. Why are we calling a run on 3rd and 6? What is this shit?
For that exact reason, I think they knew that they were going to go for it. But yeah, I think they were hoping to maybe make it 4th and 1 or 4th and 2.
Yeah,
and
they've gotten ultra conservative.
So they are going to go for it. 4th and 3. 7:33 to go. They did pick it up last time, but that time they only needed about a half yard. This time it's 3. Winston out of the gun from their own 45. Takes the snap, drops back, has protection, steps up, throws, and it's caught. A big gain there. James
Hodgins again.
What happened?
Hodgins making a big impact.
Isaiah Hodgins. All the way up to the Packers 42. Look at the job this offensive line does.
I know, man. The line has been great. Look at it.
Got there at the end. But
hell, a throw by Jameis. I mean, he's threaded the needle on that.
From the 43, Winston under center, Bellinger in motion. He's going to turn. He's going to give Tracy. Tracy gets a yard and a half. And let's see. Let's make sure we're caught up with everybody.
This game's taking a long time today.
And all the other games that's feel weird to watch not during Christmas. Oh, you're saying that's what qualifies as a Christmas movie?
What's that?
That's a good qualifier. Like you're like when you're watching it, you're like, why am I watching this? It's not Christmas time. Okay, I could get on board with that.
What, Die Hard?
Die Hard wouldn't qualify for that because I could watch that 365 days.
Right.
Grinch would qualify for that, obviously. Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah, like Christmas Story. I'm not watching that in July, but
Home Alone wouldn't meet that qualifier for me because I could watch Home Alone whenever.
I guess. I mean, I'm not watching Home Alone in July or August either. That's more of a Christmas movie to me.
I don't know if I would crave it, but if it was on, I would watch it in July.
But it won't be on in July.
Yeah, yeah.
Die Hard will be on all year. It's Die Hard.
That's true. That's true.
Hans Gruber.
Another injury for the Packers. This is crazy.
I know. This is why they've. I think this is why why this game's taking so long. So many injuries out there.
And V-Man, thank you very much, man. He says, what's up, guys? Anybody watch the baseball game at City yesterday? Puerto Rican versus Dominican All-Stars. Had Mr. and Mrs. Met dressed up, repping each. No, I did not.
Did not watch that. It was a day of college football and nap.
I don't even know. What is that? The World Baseball Classic? They're doing that now?
I don't think so. I don't know what. Maybe it's this winter ball.
Oh.
Maybe.
So 2nd and 9 from the 42. Man in motions, Wandell, 6:15 to go here in the third. Winston takes the snap, play action. Steps up, throws. He's got a man. Caught all the way up to the 28.
Jalen Hyatt. Every time he gets a catch, we cheer.
Jalen Hyatt does play football for the New York Giants as he makes his second catch of the day.
Right. Look at Jalen Hyatt. I thought he had two guys open over here as Wandale and Hyatt. He took the deeper route. Hyatt just sits down in the zone and good concentration makes the catch.
And B-Rock says they love to have Star Wars on during Christmas too. Yeah, Star Wars is just popular whenever. Like that's got like a massive following.
They have Wizard of Oz on a lot of times during Christmas, and that's not a Christmas movie, but
no, not a Christmas movie. Tracy cuts it to the outside, and he'll pick up 6 or 7. They got the new Wicked coming out. That's coming out this Friday. That'll be big. Bodo says, John Leguizamo movie, Violent Night. I know of the movie, but I've never seen it. Is a Christmas Die Hard movie. Came out in 2022. It is a fun Die Hard type movie. I'll have to check it out. I have seen it like on the streaming services, but I've never watched it. Second and 3. You know what I did watch for those in the chat? And Bad Dog, you like Breaking Bad.
I love it.
There's a new show that just came out from the writer of Breaking Bad. Now, it's not like Breaking Bad at all. There's a handoff up the middle to Tyrone Tracy. It's called Pluribus on Apple Plus. I love it so far. It's only 3 episodes in. I'm sure people in the chat have seen it. I think it was so popular from what I read, Apple crashed the first episode. But
damn.
Yeah, if you haven't watched Pluribus, if you have Apple Plus, give that a chance. I like it. It's only 3 episodes in, though. 1st and 10, 4:30 to go here in the third. And here's Winston under center. He's got Tracy in the backfield here from the 17.
Trying to run the ball well on this drive. They've taken a lot of clock on this drive.
Winston takes the snap out of the eye. He's going to give it to Tracy. Tracy gets 3, maybe 4.
It's a good run.
2nd and 6. V-Man says it was Robbie Cano's last organized baseball game. Oh, interesting. Great Yankee, horrible Met.
Right. Not a good Mariner either.
No, horrible Mariner.
Yeah, not a good Mariner either. I think he had one decent year there. Of course, he got busted for the roids as a Mariner. Giants have run the ball 26 times, 2-1 on the run.
Man in motion here is Wandell Robinson. Under center from the 14. He's going to turn. He's going to give. And nowhere to go for Singletary, but he's able to spin forward. And
he did a great job to get an extra yard there.
3rd and 6.
But again, I think the Packers are starting to crash down now. I think Singletary and Nixon getting into it. Little jaw jacking going on there.
And Strong to Prosper Fitness says, hey, guys, comment and question. Giants need to draft the best kicker available. I can't disagree with that.
Tate Sandell.
And what do you think of Bruce Arians as a potential coach for the Giants? Bruce Arians, he was the guy that was with the Cardinals, right?
Yes, and the Bucks, I believe.
The Bucks. Yeah, is he still? I don't even know. Is he coaching currently, or has he been out of the league for a while? There's a throw out in the flat that's caught.
They got to go for this. There's no way they've gone for it twice on 4th down here. There's no way they're kicking a field goal here.
and Singletary's out of bounds about 3 yards short. But he obviously won a Super Bowl with the Bucs. He did a good job with the Cardinals. But he's been out of the league, I feel, for a few years now, right? Maybe I'm wrong on that. Arians.
I wonder where they marked this. 4th and 3. Seems like they got a bum spot there, but
4th and 3, 2:11 to go here in the third. Here's Winston out of the gun from the 10. And like you said, they got to go for it based on what they've done thus far in this drive. Winston steps up. Winston trying to buy time.
Throw it.
We'll go down and we'll take a sack, and it'll be Packers ball at the 20.
Just got to throw it.
Basically, it's almost as if we punted on that the first time we went for it on the 4th down. Only we wasted 5 minutes. Packers will have it.
You got to get rid of it. You got to throw it somewhere. I mean, if you turn it over, you turn it over. It's
let me look at Bruce Arians.
2-9 incoming.
It's a name I haven't even heard anybody talk about. He's older too, right? Arians?
Yeah, Arians is up there in age.
Yeah, he's born in 52, so he's how old is he?
73.
Yeah, no, too old.
Belichick's age. Oh, yeah, I probably wouldn't want him either.
He's been a consultant with the Bucs since 2022. So he's still in the league. He's just not a coach. No, he's too old, man. Too old. Too old. Sky says, thanks, Chris. I'll check out Pluribus. I love it. And I saw somebody in the chat says nothing much has happened thus far. I love it. I mean, again, it could turn for, it's only been 3 episodes in, so it could turn for, turn out to be not great, but I love it so far. Basically, the premise of the story is the first episode, everybody in the world gets infected by a virus where they're all under this. They all think alike, like everybody in the world except for 11 people, and 11 people think for themselves.
So that's like today's world for real.
Yeah, kind of, yeah. But I think it's pretty interesting so far. But it's only 3 episodes in. Let's see. B-Rog says EMU for head coach. EMU. Who's EMU? EMU. Somebody in the chat let me know who EMU is. Maybe I should know that. I haven't watched Landman yet, James, but I know that's a popular show.
Oh.
Should have kicked the field goal. Defenders, I get it because it makes it a 3-point game. But at the same time, if you went for it on your own 40 and your own, at midfield, I get why you went for it.
Well, the Jaguars.
Oh, the emu. Oh, he's talking about the
emu
from the commercial.
Yeah, and Doug is Doug the offensive. Doug should be the defensive coordinator.
They work well together.
Yeah, they do. Wow, man, the Jags are laying the lumber to the Chargers. 28-6, and Herbert just threw a pick. The Jags have it inside the 15. He had a guy running across the field. I didn't see who that was, but Winston had somebody running across the field that was open.
And there's a handoff up the middle. The Packers will get 5. It'll be 2nd and 5.
JJ McCarthy is bad. he is bad. I mean, he's bad. 10 for 22, 74 yards, 2 interceptions. With Addison,
and that's the other
Hawkinson, and Jones.
That's another good point by Ernie, by the way. With the conditions, the field goes far from a sure thing. Also,
I'm not saying they shouldn't have went for it. Jameis just has to throw the ball.
Yeah, there's a handoff up the middle. Packers will get 3. It'll be 3rd and 2. $29 Steelers. Yup, fire Tomlin. Steelers are winning. I don't like that. I want them to lose.
Yeah.
3rd and 2.
20-9. Big third down for the Giants. Big third down.
Here's Jordan Love, 4 wide, 3 to the right, takes the snap, drops back, looks right, throws right deep down the field to Watson, and he dropped it.
That was a pretty damn good pass considering the conditions. Good coverage by Jones, but whoever the hell he is. That was Jones. Daniel Jones? Remember, Daniel Jones was our safety scout or whatever it was. And actually, I think Watson slowed up. I think if Watson would have kept running, that pass is perfect. He kind of slowed up a bit. That's good coverage.
Good coverage, but Watson's got to catch that ball.
I do think Watson slowed down a little bit.
4th and 2, and the Packers will punt. Punts away. And this is going to go out of bounds at about, we'll call it the 15, probably. Yep. I'll have it at the 15.
Travis Etienne just scored another touchdown. He's the only guy that's got a touchdown for me today. He's got 2. It helps.
My fantasy team got destroyed at the beginning of the year with injuries.
We're playing against Justin Herbert today. Herbert has not had a good game. He's got 81 yards and an interception in the air. He's run for 21 yards.
That was a good punt, Richard. Where did they punt that from? That was from like their own 20. So that was a 55-yarder with no return. Yeah, it was a good punt. Drew Brees.
Pretty good.
It was okay. Here's Winston. 15 takes the snap, throws. That's caught by Wandell. He'll get 5.
I'll bring us to the end of the
and that'll take us to the
quarter. No, this is Chris. I think this is kind of what we figured we'd be in the middle of today.
What was your final score prediction pre-show? It was
I had 20-17 Green Bay,
and I had 27-17 Green Bay.
Yeah.
So neither one of us are going to be right, but we'll see who's
right.
close.
But it's pretty close. I mean, it's pretty close to what we thought it would be.
Yeah. Hopefully, we're both wrong and the Giants win. But
yeah, that'd be even better.
Yeah. Crazy how Brees only won once.
Same thing with Aaron Rodgers, right? I mean,
there's a lot of great quarterbacks that have never won, so
Marino.
Dan Marino being one. John Elway nearly never won. He won 2 at the end of his career.
Jim Kelly, he never won.
Kelly never won, of course, yeah.
Philip Rivers never won.
Yeah. Nico's Donovan McNabb never won.
Yeah, he wasn't great, though.
No, he was good, not great.
Same with Romo. I think Romo was very good. He never won.
Same class, yeah. I would say Romo and McNabb are similar.
Romo probably a little better than McNabb, but Romo had a lot better team. I mean, McNabb was throwing a scrub wide receivers. I mean, he had James Thrash and Freddie Mitchell. And their best player was LaShawn McCoy, and he had Brian Westbrook. He really didn't have any wide receivers.
Dan Fouts.
Yeah, he did have T.O. The year they had T.O. Yeah, Dan Fouts never won. Fran Tarkenton never won.
Any Eagles quarterback before the last 7 or 8 years has never won.
Randall never won.
Right, yeah, Randall Cunningham. Nico says, cool to make Winston quarterback 1 to be scared to pass. I think the elements are playing a factor with why they're running.
Yeah, it's pretty windy there.
Yeah. Andrew says, would you guys want to keep Wandell? That all depends on what his market is, but I think he's replaceable. I like Wandell. I hope he's back, but depending on what his market is, I'm not going to.
I like Wandale too, but I'm all about drafting Carnell Tate and sticking Jalen Hyatt in the slot. I just feel like that'd be amazing.
If you get Wandale back for a reasonable contract, I'm all for it. But a
Slayton deal. If you could get him for 3 years, $36 million, I'm all about it. But I'm not paying Wandale. I love Wandale. I'm not paying him $20 million a year.
No.
Or $18 million a year. Like I said, if you can get him under $15 million a year, I'd probably do that.
Yeah, because
$12
million today for a wide receiver is not very much. So yeah,
I'm still drafting a wide receiver. That first pick.
Yeah,
I really like that Nick Harbor kid out of frickin' South Carolina, but I'm not taking him in the top 10.
It all depends on what they do before the draft, because they may not, if they trade for a proven receiver, then they may go offensive line with that pick, or they may go, so it all depends what they do before the draft.
Yeah.
But right now, yeah, if I had to do a mock today, I would lean they're going wide receiver.
You know, they put Trey Lance in the game there in that Chargers Jacksonville game. That helps me out fantasy wise because I'm playing against Herbert. He's done for the day.
Winston drops back. Winston throws, and it should have been picked.
Wandale's got to catch that.
Yeah, first Wandale should have caught it, and then it should have been picked.
No,
3rd and 5.
Should have caught it. Both guys could have caught it. It's a little. He's got it. Tough catch. You got to catch it. It's in the hands.
Yeah, you still got to catch it. Michael, thank you very much. He says, what about the linebacker from Ohio State, Reese B? I think linebacker is one of our 3 biggest needs right now. So I'm completely for them taking a linebacker early next year.
There's a guy.
Winston drops back, sets up the screen. Giants got a hole. Tracy all the way up to the 40.
I'll tell you what, Chris, that's something that we don't. It's something we haven't done well in a long time, but this year, they have. They have.
Big gain there. Tracy's had 2 big plays in the past game.
Yeah, that's big. Yeah.
Stiff arm Parsons.
Arvell Reese is the guy. That is the guy I was thinking of. He's the 2nd overall. That's the tough thing. Like, I would love to get a guy like Arvell Reese, but
handoff again to Tracy. Tracy picks up 5. Tracy now with over 100 yards from scrimmage.
The Giants are right in this game. I guess they're kind of like we thought they would be.
Second and 5 for the Giants here. 13:50 to go here in the 4th.
Well,
under center.
I'm done with it. Michael Penix is hurt, so I'm done with that one.
Handoff off the right side, and Tracy continues to be a factor. He picks up 8 off the right guard. Tyrone Tracy having his best game of the year.
Yeah, by far. No.
Good block there by Runyon.
I have to pick up Kirk Cousins in our fantasy league. We just need that 3rd quarterback. That's why we haven't hit the waiver wire at all. So that's why you save those guys. So we're still on first in the waiver wire, just in case that shit happens.
Play action. Winston's looking deep, throwing. Oh my God! Another easy dropped interception.
That's Jameis.
Wow! The Packers have now dropped 4 interceptions off the arm of Jameis Winston.
That is Jameis in a nutshell.
He was looking for Jalen Hyatt, and
was he? I think he was looking for Xavier McKinney.
Yeah, it looked like it.
Neither one of them looked back for the ball.
So 2nd and 10 after Winston misses on the deep throw. And Andrew says, people forget how promising Tracy looked last year. I did not forget. He was really good for us last year. And there's a handoff to Singletary. Singletary gets 4. I think he was just dinged up at the beginning of the year.
Yeah.
The only thing with Tracy is his shelf life is probably not going to be very long because he was a 25-year-old rookie at the running back spot.
And this is another the Vikings scored a touchdown. They just ran the ball like 8 times in a row and scored a touchdown. They were not throwing the ball at all.
Here's Winston out of the gun from the Packers 44. Packers with a 4-man front. Tracy to his right.
4-down territory for the Giants.
Jameis takes the snap. Jameis under pressure. Throws. That's caught. Theo Johnson all the way up to the 30.
Big catch for Theo. That's a tough one there in traffic. I tell you what, man. Theo's aggravating because he's got a lot of talent. He's a big body guy. He runs a sub 4.640. Just had a problem with his hands. But this is a all hands catch and tight coverage good throw by Jameis.
He's like Ingram, same thing.
Yeah, and they move the chains.
1st and 10, Winston out of the gun. Tracy to his right. 11:44 to go here in the 4th. Man in motion, Wandale. Winston takes the snap. He's going to turn. He's going to give. And the Giants will get 2.5.
What do you think? 19-19, Chris? He scored his touchdown?
Very possible.
Missed the extra point.
Very possible.
That would be pretty crazy.
So 2nd and 8 here for the Giants.
That wouldn't surprise me at all, though.
Winston 14 of 20 for 153 yards. Every one of his incompletions should have been picked. Almost.
Exactly.
Here's Winston under center. Man in motion, Bellinger takes the snap, gives. There's Tracy off the right guard. Tracy bounces off a tackler, and he's going to be about 3, maybe 2 yards short.
Yeah, 4-down territory again. I think it's always 4-down territory. Jameis with the pistols.
Yeah, it's 4-down territory.
Maybe Jameis says we're getting in the pistol formation. I just saw him do this, a little 6-shooter. Of course, he is a gunslinger. There's no question about that. And some of those passes, I think he plays Russian roulette with them.
Got to go for it, especially with the conditions.
Maybe this is a good time for a play action pass. I guess they're not going to do that because it's an empty backfield. I don't like that. But now he's going to get flanked.
He's going to pitch it forward to Tracy. Tracy's got a good lead block by Andrew Thomas, and Tracy spins out of a tackle and he gets 4. There's a flag though.
Well, let's see if that's ineligible downfield or illegal shift. Usually with the Giants, it's some bullshit like that. It's on us. So
hold, what they call it on Thomas.
A freaking holding.
Yep.
And that's huge. And it's a rare mistake by Andrew Thomas.
And they spun him around.
Yeah, that's a hold. He hugged him.
Don says, did we ever find out there any issues with Dable and Hyatt? It was weird for some reason. Dable forgets about Hyatt, not Kafka. He's playing him. Yeah, that definitely.
Flake's out too, though.
Yeah.
I think that's part of the reason.
But there may have been something to that. He might have been in the doghouse for Dable.
Yeah.
3rd and 13. And I still think, provided you get at least 5 yards, I still think it's 4-down territory.
Yeah, you're not kicking a field goal from here.
Winston drops back. Winston throws. That's caught. Theo still fighting. Theo's going to be 2 yards short of the stick.
Yeah, well, that's kind of where we were anyway. They're going for it here. You're not kicking a field goal. Knows you no good anyway.
Well, it could make it a 3-point game, but because
9 minutes ago, you're not going for this.
Not with the conditions. I agree.
Yeah, definitely not. We've seen both kickers really suck today.
How was that not a late hit, by the way? I wish they showed the original. James Winston got killed like 3 seconds after he threw the football.
Because it's the Giants, man. We don't do that.
Giants break the huddle 4th and 2. They're going for it.
Let's see what the play call is.
3 to the left. Winston takes the snap, drops back, throws over the middle. He's got him. Caught up to the 9-yard line.
Hodgins again.
Hodgins.
Where the hell was Hodgins all year? Seriously.
He's had a number of key picks.
Yeah. We're down here now. Now we gotta punch it in. 1st and goal from the 9. I really need a Wandale touchdown. If you can do me that, Jamin, I love you anyway, but it'd be really good if you give me this touch. The Giants season's over. My fantasy, I want to go undefeated.
1st and goal.
It's never happened.
1st and goal from the 9. Singletary in the backfield. Man in motion, Theo Johnson. He's going to give. It's actually, I think it might be Tracy, actually. It's what are they calling? What's going on? There's a flag.
Must be offsides or something. They immediately, maybe holding, like whoever that was, immediately said throw the flag.
A face mask.
So half the distance.
So it'll be half the distance. So the Giants will have it at about the 4-yard line. 1st and goal.
I don't think you're even screwing around here. Right
there. Yanked Singletary's.
I don't even think you screw around here. You just run it 4 times. Maybe you run one play action, look for Theo in the end zone, but you got to do a lot of running here.
Oh yeah, I'm running at least the first 2 plays.
Like I said, maybe there's a play action pass in here to Theo Johnson at some point.
From the 4, Winston under center, Singletary in the backfield, takes the snap. They'll run it on the first play. There's a push. Singletary.
Really? I think he's short.
He's just short. Do the QB sneak here, bad dog.
Yeah, I was gonna say just QB sneak. Don't even
Last
screw
time they didn't do that when they had it right here, and that was stupid.
Don't even screw around.
Good push by the offensive line.
Yep.
So 2nd and goal at the 1. Just let Jameis get his touchdown. And there it is. There's the QB sneak. And Winston crosses the plane.
He's in.
Stand up! New York Giant fans. And the Giants are...
Here we go. You know what, Chris? You go for 2.
With the wins?
I'm being dead ass serious.
What was that dance by Jameis Winston?
It's the famous Jameis.
I might go for 2. Nope, they're going to try it.
Oh, God. It's an adventure.
Snap. Hold. Kick. Good.
Hey!
If you're a dire Giants fan like Bad Dog is, that's a very familiar score. 20-19. Remember that score, Bad Dog?
I remember that one very well. It's my favorite Giants team of all time. Wide right.
Yeah, yep.
Wide right.
2019 Giants.
Remember it well.
Get to those super chats now. Thank you, Eric. Just a second.
Never forget.
And Eric, thank you very much. He says, I played in the NFL for 7 years. I coached for 27 years. I was the head coach for 4 Super Bowls. I am the 10th all-time in wins, and it's still not in the Hall of Fame. I am Dan Reeves. He couldn't have been the head coach. He must have been like a assistant, right? He wasn't the head coach for 4 Super Bowls. I know he was the head coach.
No, he was. He lost the Falcons in 98. The Falcons in 98 and 3 times with Denver. 87.
I guess when they lost to Montana. Yeah.
Yeah, 87. No. Was it just twice? No, it's 3 times at Denver. 86, 87, and 89. He lost to the Giants, the Redskins, and the 49ers, and then he lost to Denver in 98 as the Falcons.
The Dirty Birds with Jamal Anderson. That's right. He was the head coach there.
With Super Bowl.
Wow.
Definitely.
He never won, though.
Harvey Schottenheimer in the Hall of Fame. He's another guy that was always never got to a Super Bowl, but he was always really close with the Browns and Chiefs. But probably another guy that belongs in there.
Coughlin's got to get in before both those guys, though.
Coughlin should be in already.
Yeah.
He's not going to get in this year because Bill Belichick is going in.
I didn't realize Dan Reeves went to 4 different Super Bowls.
Yep, 3 with the Broncos. Worst defeat each time. He got killed in all those Super Bowls. He got killed in all the Super Bowls.
Yeah.
Falcons beat the hell out of him too. They might have won 34-19 or something. The game wasn't even that close.
And Tommy said
the Giants beat them 39-20. That game wasn't that close either.
Tommy says, any chance of cutting Slayton during the offseason? No, the debt hits too much. The following year, yes, but not next year.
Yeah.
It wouldn't make sense. Watch says, you think Hyatt was in Dable's dog? Yeah, somebody else brought that up earlier, and I think that's a good point that you guys bring up. I think that because I remember there was some rumblings about that, so it makes sense. He's getting, I mean, like you said, Bad Dog, Slayton's out today, but it still feels like he's more involved in the offense, which is being involved at all.
32-31 Tampa Bay against Buffalo and 13-38 to go in the 4th. That's a barn burner.
Look at this dance by Winston. What the
I love it. It's great.
That's that. Dexter Lawrence used to have my favorite dance. I don't
know what that was, but that was pretty
Jameis Winston just topped it.
That was pretty good.
As the Packers will start with it at the 35.
Chris, familiar territory, bro. 4th quarter lead. Right?
Jameis Winston just danced like I do when I'm 10 beers deep at a wedding.
Yeah, that's the only time you're going to catch me dancing too. I need a good 10 or 12, and I probably have better coordination when I'm drunk. If I'm being honest, terrible dancer. 2 left feet and 2 left hips.
All right, here we go. Giants lead by 1, 7:22 to go here in the 4th. Play action. Drops back, throws, caught out in the flat, and the Packers will pick up 9. What's Fossil? Somebody said it's Fossil more on somebody. Well, Jim Fossil, of course, was a good coach for the Giants, but I don't know what the context is.
Yeah. He's not a Hall of Fame coach. But.
No. Hall of Fame moment in 2000 that we didn't win, but 2nd and 2. Packers have it at their own 44 after a good gain on first down. Love takes the snap. He turns, he gives, big hole, and they'll pick up 5. It'll bring up 1st and 10 at the
Here
48.
we go. This defense never gets a stop, dude. When we get a score, they never do. They never ever stop the team. They let them go right down the field.
And Triple Threat says, "Yay, football guys! We should go after the Lions defensive coordinator Kevin Shepard or Jeff Hafley for the DC next season for head coach. We should go for Joe Brady, Bills offensive coach."
Definitely not Joe Brady. Do not want him.
I want a guy that has experience as a head coach personally. But all those guys have been names that are mentioned. Pressure. Love gets it off, and they make the tough catches. The Packers. They don't make the easy ones.
Did he catch that or did he drop it?
I think they're calling it a catch. No, incomplete. They ruled it incomplete. Second.
Yeah, it looked like he dropped it at the very end of that.
Let's see. Yep. Came a little bit loose.
That's incomplete.
Yep.
Right there, hit the ground, and he lost it there again.
Did it ever hit the ground the second time, though? I mean, I guess
Dobbs has had a tough day, and it's the second time he's going to the sideline injured.
So 2nd and 10, 2 on the play clock, and he just gets it off. Giants bring 4. Love heaves it deep, and incomplete. Good coverage that time by Belton.
Do you have to tell if the wind got that or what that was? This is a huge 3rd down for the Giants. Huge. Chris, I know he's a rookie, and I'm you never know what rookies do, but McCarthy, I'm so glad the Giants didn't draft him.
Oh, so am I. He's been horrible.
He is just awful. 10 for 24, 2 interceptions.
Are they still winning that game?
They're losing 16-10. Minnesota's never winning. Well, they were winning 3-0, but they're down 16-10. He's bad. He is a bad quarterback.
3rd and 10 here for the Packers.
So far, I mean, he could change it, but
Giants bring the blitz. Packers pick it up.
Getting held like crazy.
Oh my God,
dude! Dexter Lawrence was getting held like crazy.
Oh my God! Jordan Love threw up his back foot, and he just threw up a prayer. And Williams comes down with it all the way down to the Giants 20.
Dude, Dexter Lawrence was having his jersey whipped off.
And just like that, Packers, well, I don't even know if I want to call it field goal range, but.
Well, yeah, we got to hold them to a field goal because they have not kicked well today.
5 minutes to go here in the 4th. Giants lead by 1. Packers have it at the Giants 20. 1st and 10. Love takes the snap, hands off, and there's a big hole off the left side all the way down to the 5-yard line. There is a flag. Could be coming back.
That should be coming back. There'll be a hold on Green Bay. That's a big one because it sets it back 10 yards. And it's 1st down at 20 now. Not to mention, you talk about the field goals today.
It's a long one from here. Now. Yeah, from where they have it. And Thomas says, Hodgins next to be involved in the rest of the year and even next. He pairs perfectly with Neighbors. He just is just a sneaky threat and just gets open. I mean, I hope they keep him. They should have kept him the first time around.
Yep.
And they should have brought him back on this team this year much sooner than they did.
Yeah, especially with the injury to Malik Neighbors.
So 1st and 20 now. This is such a big game for the Packers, man.
Yeah, it's a huge game for them.
Love takes the snap, drops back, steps up, looking to throw. That's caught at the 20, all the way down to the 17, maybe the 18. So it'll be 2nd and 8. Giants still have all 3 timeouts, so even if they make the field goal, plenty of time.
Well, let's hold them to a field goal.
Yeah, exactly.
Obviously, if Green Bay scores a touchdown, they're going for 2.
Oh, they're definitely going for 2, yeah. And then I would guess, especially with the conditions and the fact that the Giants have nothing to play for, they'll probably go for 2 if they score rather than go for the tie if the Packers were to convert.
You might as well. Well, that wind is really whipping around out there.
So from the 17, and it looks like the Packers are going to have to burn one of those 3 timeouts. 4:07 to go here in the 4th. But yeah, I agree with you, Thomas. Hodgins needs to be back next year.
No, while we have a timeout, I'm going to go pee one more time and be right back. I slowed down a lot in the second half. I'll be right back.
Mickey says we need a turnover. Yes, we do. Can Hodges play linebacker? I would hope. He can't be much worse than what we got. Jay Snow says it would be nice. It would be nice for the pass rush to ever show up in a big spot. Yeah, I mean, overall, I think the pass rush has played pretty well today, but yeah, they haven't. Well, they kind of showed up on that play. Jordan Love just threw up a prayer, but the pass rush was there on that play. Packers just came up with it. Pass rush has actually played pretty well today. Dexter Lawrence specifically. I think this is actually, now that I'm thinking about it, this is the best game the pass rush has probably had since that 5-quarter stretch where we were playing good defense.
Yeah.
Let's see. Yeah, Dub, I've been saying it all game. He says not watching the game, but my wife said Dexter Lawrence is probably having his best game. Is that true? Yeah, it's been beyond obvious. I'm not saying the best game of his career, but by far his best game this year. Yes, he looks like.
Yeah, he looks like the guy that we know.
Yeah, it looks like he's back. All right, let's go. Let's get a stop. Ryu says Lawrence doing good because the center and the guards are second string. I mean, he's gone up against second stringers this year and he's done nothing.
Right.
That's still one of the coolest things in sports, that the Packers fans own the team. That's pretty cool. Maybe the Giants should do that. Ronald says, why 15 yards of cushion? What the blank? Tired of this D. Well, if they give them 15 yards of cushion here, it'll be a touchdown, since they have it inside the 15.
Right.
Or right around the 15 at the 17. 2nd and 7. Love will change the play. Down to 10 on the play clock. 4:07 to go in the game. Love takes the snap. He bobbles it, brings it in, looks to the right, throws to the right. What a catch by Christian Watson.
I played the wrong fucking guy today.
Double coverage.
I should have played, not even against Wandale. I should have played him instead of Jordan Addison. I'll do that next week. I ain't playing. As long as McCarthy's the quarterback, I am not playing Jordan Addison.
Coverage wasn't bad. That's just a great play. Great throw, great play. I mean, not much more you could do.
Well, they'll go for 2 here.
Yeah, they'll go for 2. 25-20, 4:02 to go. Big 2-point conversion here. It's going to be in the middle. I said 27-17. You said Love looking, throwing, caught, and it's 27-20. What did you say again?
2017.
2017. Okay.
I'm so sick of this defense. This fucking guy. Shane Bowen is such garbage. Garbage. He's off.
They got to go for 2, bad dog. I think if go for the win at this point, if you do,
you might as well. That's assuming they even get into the end zone.
Shane Bowen sucks.
He's terrible, man.
The touchdown I'm not going to put on Bowen. That was a great play, but the 2-point conversion, not good.
He's just a terrible the Giants are never going to stop. They score a touchdown. He never going to stop ever.
Yeah.
How many times we have to go through this? Every week we blow a fourth quarter lead. It never stands up.
It's incredible.
Yeah, it is.
This feels eerily similar to the Brian Daboll's first game coaching against the Titans.
Yep.
4 minutes to go, down a touchdown, discussing whether or not they'll go for 2 if they score.
I'm just so sick of Shane Bowen being the defense coordinator of this team. He should have been fired before Daboll.
Let's see if we get some points here, Bad Dog.
No, they're going to have to. You got no choice now.
And Will says, any slim chance Kafka was at becoming that Coach Bowen is going to ruin if Kafka coached a good game. We'll see if we can pull out a win. But, yes, Bowen sucks.
He definitely should fire Shane Bowen. If he fired Shane Bowen, I'd give Kafka an extension right now.
Andrew says, I hope we lose every other game. We deserve to lose. I don't think we'll lose every other game, but we're not going to win many.
No. Because the defense is bad. I mean,
we'll probably beat the Commanders. The Commanders are not good right now.
We'll probably beat the Raiders too. But I mean, the Eagles put up 10 points in the same defense. And, the Giants are there with a third-string quarterback, throwing Isaiah Hodgins, who they just brought in. The defense is just ass. Well, Minnesota will get the ball at their 15-yard line down by 6. I bet you McCarthy throws another interception.
And we'll see if the Giants could find a way to win this ball game. 27-20, 4:02 to go.
I'm waiting though. They're going for 2 if they get a touchdown.
Got to. Especially with the conditions. Giants will take a knee. They'll start with it at the 35.
All right, Jameis. Let's see what you got, buddy.
And Boomer Sooner says, if we end up with the first pick, got to trade it. I think that has to be the goal. I agree with that. There's got to be a dance partner, but I agree. You have to at least look.
Somebody will trade up for a quarterback.
Yes, I agree.
Might even be the Jets.
Very possible it'd be the Jets. I don't know if we'll get the first pick. But
the bad teams. I mean, Tennessee is not looking for a quarterback. The Saints are looking for a quarterback.
Saints are definitely looking for a quarterback.
They are, even though they drafted Tyler Shuck.
Yeah, I mean, he's a 5th-round pick?
Second.
They took him in the second round?
In the second round.
I still think if they like the quarterback, it wouldn't. Tyler Shuck's not going to prevent them from drafting one.
Yeah, true, but it's that they did draft him in the second round. They took him at like the 40th pick.
I didn't realize. I thought it was later than that. As Winston pick, I still think that they would take a quarterback if they liked one. 2nd and 5 as Winston picks up 5 on first down from the 40. Tracy to his right. Winston takes the snap, drops back, throws, and he was looking for Wandell. That's broken up, incomplete. 3rd and 5.
They just threw that pass. That time Green Bay was ready for it. You got to catch it. Wandell's had a tough day.
Yeah.
It's a tough day.
4-down territory, I would think. I mean, they do have 3 timeouts, but I think
their defense ain't stopped them.
Yeah,
shit.
I think
4-down territory without question.
Yeah, I think you're going for it. 3rd and 5. Let's hope they don't have to. Let's hope they pick it up here.
Be nice.
3rd and 5. Jameis out of the gun.
Might want to run here, try to catch him off guard.
Winston takes the snap. Packers come with 4. Winston throws, and it is caught. Theo Johnson in traffic.
That was a hell of a throw and a hell of a catch by Theo's. Getting better.
That was a great throw by Winston, huh?
Yep. And look at Theo down there.
So Giants needed 5. They get like 12. This feels like that Titans game to me. Daboll's first game. We're gonna score and go for 2 and win it. I'm calling it. Let's go.
McCarthy is so bad. I can't even, dude. It's just terrible.
1st and 10 from the 49 of Green Bay. Winston takes the snap. He's gonna give. Tracy up the middle, still going, still going, still going, still going.
Ball, baby.
Carrying the whole state of Wisconsin up to the 31-yard line.
Yeah, I tell you what, man, he's run hard all day. And just a really good push up front. And Tracy is not going down. Finds a sliver of daylight, breaks a couple tackles, drags McKinney for 5 yards.
He gave
Jameis getting in there, Chris. Look at Jameis.
I like Tracy, man. This guy's a warrior.
Yeah, him and Scott, man. It's gonna be pretty good.
1st and 10 from the 32. Winston fakes the handoff, drops back under pressure. He checks it down to who else? Tyrone Tracy. He gets upended, but he gets 7 before.
Glad he held on to the ball. Looked like that thing was gonna come loose. Giants might run this down to the 2-minute warning.
And G-Man 26 says Shane Bowen sucks. Yeah, you're pretty sure.
Yeah,
he was down anyway.
He is terrible.
Oh, yeah, I got to update the scoreboard. I actually did, but it just never updates.
The Giants got to take this down to the 2-minute warning, right? There's no reason to snap it here.
No, they do. Did he fake a knee?
He did.
What the hell is he thinking? Like, who is he faking out with that?
I don't know what that was.
3rd and 3 is it's incomplete. What the hell is James?
I don't know why they snapped it before the 2-minute warning. This is the game for you guys. Like, you don't want to give the Packers the ball back.
What was that?
That didn't make sense. That was stupid.
Nevertheless,
just take the ball down to the 2-minute warning. At that point, I guess at the end of the day, it don't matter, but you still should have just taken that down.
I guess the argument you could have for that is if they don't score, they still have 3 timeouts to try to get the ball back. But I agree with you. Optimally, you want to try to waste as much time as you can and just end the game now.
I just don't know why they. It's just a weird play.
The knee thing is what made no sense.
Range.
They're lucky the referees didn't just blow that play dead because he went down to a knee.
Yep. Oh my God, Jordan Addison made a catch. I don't believe it. 1 whole point for Jordan Addison today. McCarthy's now reached 100 yards in the air. Look out. Like I said, the Giants.
Fake knee, but that fake knee's not fooling. That's not fooling anybody. You would have taken an 8-yard loss. Nobody in their right mind thinks he's taking a knee there.
I don't know what the hell that was.
Yeah, I think he just had a brain fart, and then he realized, I shouldn't take a knee.
Yeah, I don't know what the hell that was.
Yeah,
I don't know what that was.
I think we go for 2, Jake.
You got to.
If we score.
Especially with the conditions and the fact that we, haven't kicked well.
Ross says, I'm pretty sure it was Bowen. Yeah, but I think Bowen called that play. Let's blame that on him, too.
He probably did. Yeah, let's blame him. Oh, McCarthy's on fire completing these short passes. Well, that's going down to the wire. Buffalo's up 37-32. Tennessee's on the 4-yard line. They're going to tie the game at 13. They might go for 2 if they score. They got nothing to lose.
And from the 25, Winston takes the snap out of the gun. Giants are going to try and run it. And they're going to get the first down. Singletary still going up to the 18. Giants in the red zone. And now it'll get interesting to see if the Packers start to use timeouts.
You would think they would. Because the Giants have a lot of time here. So everything's open in the playbook.
No reason for the Giants to snap this ball early.
Exactly. You got tons of time. You don't want Green Bay to get a possession. But I'm with you. I think they got to go for 2 if you're the Giants.
Have to. Well, you don't have to, but I think they should. Man in motion, Wandell. Winston takes the snap, drops back, looks right, throws right. Good coverage, incomplete.
Great coverage. Great coverage. Wandale had no separation there. Looking for the back shoulder throw, but that was perfect coverage.
And Eric says,
I take it back. McCarthy's gone. Threw a touchdown to Jordan Addison. He's gone. What a quarterback. What a quarterback. I love JJ.
I had a feeling he was going to do it because he's done that like 2 other times this year where he's been awful.
He did it against the Bears, I think, right? His first game.
He did it another time, too. He's had like 3 game-winning drives where he was awful the whole game.
But didn't he do it against the Bears? Wasn't his first one against the Bears where he was terrible?
Yeah, I think it was. And the Giants are going to call a handoff, big hole off the left side, but the Packers are able to close. They get
just 4. Wish he would have just turned it forward. He just kept kind of gliding sideways.
3rd and 6. Can't call timeouts in case you turn the ball over on downs. You still could get the ball back. So they got to try to pick up this first down quick.
It was a big. That's huge for my fantasy team, man.
From the 14, here's Jameis. Packers crowd the line.
I need Wandale to get a touchdown right now.
It's now or never. This is the game. Winston takes the snap, drops back, looks, throws, and that's picked. You knew it was going to happen once today as Jameis throws a pick.
Yep, there it is.
So there
it is. Jameis finally, he's trying to do it all day. Finally did it.
36 seconds. Giants still have 3 stoppages, but this game's pretty much over.
It's just typical Giants football. That is all it is. It's just typical Giants football.
And Eric says the 2022 draft alone should get Joe Shane fired. These have to be new home uniforms going forward. I watch every week from Maine. Great channel. Appreciate it, Eric, man. Thanks for being here, man.
Yeah, 2022 is not getting Joe Shane fired. He didn't even have a scouts there that year. Wandale's been good. Flott's been good. Those guys are. Bellinger's been good. McFadden got hurt.
Was McFadden hurt?
What's that?
Was he 22, McFadden?
I'm pretty sure he was a 5th-round pick in 2022.
I think he was, yeah. Yeah, the 23 draft is actually the really big draft.
He's the bad one.
Yeah.
And Kayvon Thibodeau's been good, too. Evan Neal was the big miss.
That was a big miss.
In that one. Well, the game's not over yet.
It's not, but it is. Handoff off the left side. Giants will use their first timeout at 31 seconds. I mean, at best, after the punt, you'll have about 15 seconds.
Dude, the Bears just had a 56-yard return. Like kickoff.
How much time?
They're in field goal range. It's at the Minnesota 36 now, 42 seconds.
But a field goal wins it, right?
Yes, the 17-6 Minnesota.
Bears are going to win.
Crazy.
It's in Minnesota?
I don't know where it is. I think it is in Minnesota.
Yeah, so it's in a dome. So they're already well within field goal range then.
Yep.
So 2nd and 8, 31 seconds to go. Here's Love under center from the 22. Takes the snap, and they'll go right back to the run. And they'll be 3 yards short of the first down. Giants will burn their second timeout. So
Tennessee scored a touchdown, and they went for the tie.
With how much time left?
A minute 35, but why are you going for a tie? I don't even know what the hell their record is. They're 1-8. Like, why are you not trying to win?
I would have went for the lead.
Why are you not trying to win there?
Christian says, traded up for Hyatt. The guy's a joker. Well, like I said, 23 is his worst draft. 22 might be his worst pick with Evan Neal, but 23 is his worst draft.
Yeah, but I mean, there's no way.
Most people would have taken Neal. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. There's just no way you can look at that and go, oh, that was terrible. When he took it, questionable. Flott was a questionable. They're going to pass.
And he'll just slide down, take the sack, and the Giants will use their 3rd timeout. So after the punt, at best, you're going to have, what, 12 seconds? So 13 seconds?
Yeah.
So maybe 2 plays if you're lucky.
Yeah. It's just.
And Donk says we really kept Hodgins and cut Hodgins and kept Hyatt. They should have had Hodges on this roster.
I mean, I don't know what Hyatt's done wrong today.
No, I'm not even necessarily saying they should have cut Hyatt, but Hodges should have been on this roster before today.
Yeah, I agree with that. I agree with that.
We need Gunner to return a punt for a touchdown, or we need to block the punt. Now would be the time, Abdul Carter. Block the
Right?
punt.
They're going to go over the block, obviously.
Didn't get there. Punts away. And it is a boom.
Jesus.
Gunner fields it all the way back at the 19. He takes it to the 30. Tackle down at the 35 with 10 seconds left.
So what you're going to have to do here with the Giants, you're going to have to try to get the ball to around the 45 maybe and get out of bounds.
Yeah.
So probably something underneath or the guy running, and running out of bounds, and then Jameis just got to heave it up at the end zone.
Yeah, you got to get 10 to 15 yards to give yourself a chance at the end zone.
Yep.
And get out of bounds. Otherwise, you're down to a hook and ladder play.
Yep, Bears won 19-17. Buffalo's going to win there. They're beating Tampa Bay 44-32, and they have the ball inside the 10. So Buffalo coming back.
Winston takes the snap, drops back, steps up. What is he doing? He gets sacked. He fumbles. Oh, my God. What a way to end it. Oh, so famous Jameis with a pick and a fumble on his last two plays to close out the game.
Yep.
27-20, Packers win.
Josh Allen with 6 total touchdowns today.
Oh, God, bad dog. That was fun. That was pretty close to my final score prediction, 27.
I mean, it's the way we knew this is what it was going to be.
No.
I don't know why the Giants didn't get something going underneath there. And
I think that's on Winston.
It is, but you should have had something running like across the field where the guy could just run out of bounds after getting like 8 or 10 yards. And
yeah.
But
the goal there has got to be to get 10 yards to give yourself a chance to hold it, hold it deep.
Yeah.
Let me just read this real quick. The pick was 100% high. I can't do nothing right. It was a lazy route. Yeah. There's a booth review. What are they? Oh, they're reviewing maybe to see if he threw it. I don't think so. I think the ball was hit before his arm came forward. Call stands. Yeah, game's over.
They just want the game over. It wouldn't even matter. It was. So Kafka 0-1, and Jameis
another day, another tough loss for the Giants. But
another day and another just shitty performance by the defense. Just terrible. I mean, how many rushing yards did we give up in this game? Let's take a look.
We had 116 at half. Or
Ryan Burns had 2 sacks today. I mean, that guy's just killing it. Oh, only 128 today.
We actually did a good job against the run after the first quarter and a half because they had like 116, I think, before halftime.
Yep. So
we actually did better with that as the game progressed. But Jordan Love played a really good game. The stats may not show it, but he played really well. They had a lot of drop balls. But yeah, bad dog. You're gonna head out.
Yeah, here, make my post game, go eat dinner, and watch some good teams play with the Rams and
what's the 4:00 game?
Rams and Seahawks is the one I'm watching. I bought in, or so I kept the NFL Sunday ticket. I'm watching the Browns and the Ravens.
Is that the game that I have?
Yeah, that's just the game of the week, so I'm not watching.
Oh,
that. Yeah.
Oh,
not watching that.
All right, be good, man.
All right, you too, brother. Be good. Later, chat. Giants suck.
Giants still suck. I'll talk to you guys for a few minutes and we'll call it out. Big Blue Boss says fire Shane Bowen and Joe Shane. Bowen's more likely. I don't think they're firing Shane based off of the comments that came out, but it's still possible. Christian says vintage shit show meltdown. Yep. Bowen's definitely gone. I'm leaning that Shane will be back next year. Mark says maintain, if not improve, our draft position. Well, let's look at the Tankathon real quick, which we're all too familiar with as Giants fans this time of year. Where do we rank? I know we had the 3rd pick coming into today. We've moved up to 2nd. Now, the Saints probably haven't played yet. The Saints are 3rd right now. We're 2nd. The the Titans, who I think are tied. Last Bad Dog said at least with a minute left, have the first pick. The Saints are probably playing at 4:00, or they have a bye. Let's see. I think the Saints are off this week, it looks like, right? So they have a bye. So that's why we jumped them. Let's see. Maintain if not a Drew. Yeah, we'll be at pick 3 still. Send out Bowen and Hyatt. Is it possible to bring Wink back? Ty says. Is it possible? Sure, but that's all going to come down to the new head coach and what his preference, who he wants to bring back. I don't think Mike Kafka is going to be the head coach next year. Panthers just took the lead on the Falcons with a minute 20 to go. I can't believe that's the game they gave us. Is that really the game they get? Well, I guess because it's CBS, right? Because the Giants were on Fox for the 1:00, so now we get. Oh, what a horrible game! Oh no, Chiefs Broncos. Okay, that's actually a good game. Bad Dog was wrong. At least my area gets Chiefs Broncos, so that's actually a good game. Okay, good. I have something to watch at 4:00. I wouldn't have even bothered watching that other game. Let's see. Yeah, Chiefs Broncos for me as well, Josh. What if our eventual GM falls in love with Mendoza? No, that's not going to happen, Chris. I listen. I really do think Shane's going to be the GM next year. I could be wrong, but that's what I feel. And I don't. No matter who's the GM next year, I think that. Think about it like this. Like, let's just say hypothetically they do fire Joe Shane. If I'm the GM, it's not like it's a quarterback class, or that it's thought of to be a quarterback class like the Drake May, Jaden Daniels draft class. So if you're a new general manager coming in, and with the promise that Jackson Dart has clearly shown, why would you take a quarterback there when you don't have to force it? If you take a quarterback there, then your job's on the line. If that quarterback fails, you're going to be fired within 2 or 3 years. Why not at the very least buy yourself some time? Hope that Jackson Dart continues to get better, morphs into a franchise quarterback, and if he doesn't, then you draft your quarterback 2 years later, similar to the way that Joe Shane did with Daniel Jones. I even if Shane were to be fired, I don't think a new general manager, even if we had the first pick, would draft a quarterback. Jackson Dart's been good, very good when he's played. I see no reason why they would do it. Let's see. Yusef says the Titans are trying to lose to keep the first pick. They're going to trade out of that pick if they have it. But yeah, no, I think that as far as Dart goes, I think Dart, I'm not going to say it yet. He's got to prove a lot more, but I think he's clearly shown he's capable of being a potential franchise quarterback. So yeah, there's no reason to take the quarterback next year. Yeah, I don't, for a new GM, I don't think it would make sense either. Now if it was a draft class like the Caleb Williams draft class, then it's a possibility. Like if you're absolutely enamored with a quarterback, but this draft class isn't that. Rich Rod says drops and still 27 points. Bowen is a filthy disgrace. Bowen's awful. Awful. College guy says silver lining is if we have an offense that could score in the first quarter, we have an offense that should be 6-4. I agree. I think the Giants are, if we had a really good defensive coordinator, we'd be 6-4 right now, at least. So that's, I guess, a good thing because there's clearly talent on defense. We have some injuries. The linebacking core is a joke right now with the injuries that we have. The secondary is not very good, but the pass rush should be good enough where the defense shouldn't look as bad as it has. And Talking Eco says, I really like Kafka's play calling and decision-making. Last interception, Hyatt stopped running for some reason. Sideline seemed calmer. Bowen is awful. I don't expect Kafka to be the head coach next year, but, we'll see. He's still got 6 more games. We'll see how the team looks. There's nothing he did today that would make me think he did a bad job, but there was not. The only questionable thing, like I said earlier in the game, was the challenge probably wasn't a good decision for him early in the game. But other than that, timeout usage was fine. Play calling offensively was fine. Yeah, I have no issues with Kafka today, but I don't think he'll be the head coach next year. Let's see. We could have got a serviceable player at 3. And Tony says, hey, Chris, thanks for how did you know I was going to take your comment, Tony? Hey, Chris, thanks for taking my comment. Who are your top 3 coaching candidates? I don't know who the coaching candidates are yet. So, I don't even want to answer that question really until I see who's available. I don't know. Does Mike Tomlin get fired? Does John Harbaugh get fired? Does LaFleur get fired? Like, if those guys become available, they'd be at the top of my list. So I don't know who the candidates are. But what I want, what my preference is going into the offseason, I don't want a coordinator again. We've gone down that. We went down that route with Joe Judge. We went down that route with Brian Dable. We went down that route with McAdoo. And even though Shermer had some head coaching experience, it was very little. And he mainly got the job due to the fact that he was a great offensive coordinator with the Minnesota Vikings. So we've basically gone down that route with our last 4 coaches. Ideally, I want a guy that's been a head coach before, preferably in the NFL, and knows how to coach, be the head coach of a football team. Doesn't mean it'll work, and I know a lot of people are against retreads, but I just feel like you got to try something different at this point. And I think the Giants have. I've said it several times. I feel like we need our Tom Thibodeau. He got the Knicks out of the darkness. He set the franchise right, and then they got to a point where they said he's not the guy that could get us over the top. But I feel like we need that for this Giants organization. So they need some stability. I don't love Mike McCarthy, but is he a guy that I'd be upset if they brought him in? He's not my ideal candidate. He'd be like 4th or 5th on my list. Like I said, I want to see who becomes available, but I don't scoff at that like a lot of other Giants fans do. Let's see. Let's see. Well, if you were to bring in McCarthy, you have to bring in a really good offensive coordinator with him. Sean says the O-line looked great today. Thoughts on JMS growth this season? The offensive line, especially in the first half, was really good. The pass protection specifically was really good. The offensive line played great today. When you factor in the opponent that they went up against, you're talking about one of the better pass rush units in the NFL, right? Between Gary and, of course, Micah Parsons. The offensive line played really well today. Let's see. Tree says, I want a more guard to run the ball some. We got no push most weeks. Our run blocking, although Tracy was able to run the ball effectively today, and Tracy had a great game today, but I agree. For the most part, our run blocking this year hasn't been great. The pass blocking's been much better. Ross says no good head coaches are or will be available unless there's a shock firing. That's the problem. Yeah, I agree, Ross. I mean, of McCarthy's the only guy right now. And again, there may be a firing that we don't see coming. But right now, off the top of my head, I'd have to think. Because Bill Belichick, I don't count. He's like, 78 years old. And he even came out. And it could be bullshit, right? If he gets the right opportunity, he may leave. But he came out yesterday and said he wouldn't even entertain the Giants job. He wants to stay where he is. I don't know if that's true or not. But I wouldn't want him because I think he's done at this point. But yeah, we don't know. We don't know who's going to become available. We don't know if Tomlin's going to become available. Probably won't, especially after the Steelers won today. Harbaugh more than likely won't become available. There's another guy, Stefanski. I don't love him though. That feels like another Pat Shurmur hire, a guy that was known as a good offensive coordinator who didn't do well with the Browns. I don't love that. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see who the candidates are once the season's over. But I personally don't want it to be some guy that's never been a head coach before. Key says we shouldn't be worried about coaches until the season ends. Yeah, I mean, I can't blame fans for thinking about it because at this point, especially with no Jackson Dart out there, what else do you have to think about, right? Like you're thinking about the future of this football team. Well, the future is going to depend on who the head coach is. And this is one of the more important hires in my lifetime for the New York Giants at the head coach spot, right? You have a guy who you feel is a potential franchise quarterback. You don't want to screw him up like the Giants screwed up Daniel Jones. Like, you don't want to repeat that all over again. When you bring in Joe Judge, who had no experience as a head coach, and you bring in Jason Garrett, who we all found out was a horrible offensive coordinator. So it's so important not to do the same thing that we did to Daniel Jones to Jackson Dart. They have to get this head coaching hire right. And I think they have to play it safe, and they have to bring in some guy that's done it before. Chris Ellis says, how do you feel about Marcus Freeman from Notre Dame? I mean, I'm a big Notre Dame fan. Not a big, but they're the team that I root for in college. Marcus Freeman last year was incredible for the Fighting Irish. Incredible what he did with that team. I wouldn't hate it. And I did see rumors that the Giants may have some interest in him. I wouldn't hate it, but I think I'd rather a guy that's done it at the NFL level. Like, off the top of my head, I'm not saying it never works. There are certainly instances where it has worked. There's no perfect science to this. But off the top of my head, I can't think of many guys that transferred from college without any head coaching experience, came right into the NFL as a head coach, and had tremendous success. I'm sure the chat will point out a few, but I feel like it's rare. I feel like it's usually a guy that's coached in the NFL. Maybe not a head coach. Maybe he's an offensive coordinator. Maybe he's a defensive coordinator. But I feel like it's rare that a guy that is strictly coached at the collegiate level first comes into the NFL and he's great. Harbaugh, there you go. And who's one of my favorite coaches of all time. He is an example, right? He started with Stanford, and then he went to the San Francisco 49ers before going back to college with Michigan, and now he's back with the Chargers. He's an example. But there's not many. There's not many. But that's not to say it can't work. There's no perfect science. Watching the end of this Falcons game. Wow, what a play that was. Nice uniform, but the product don't match it, Eric says. Product hasn't matched it since 2022. That's when we actually had a pretty good year. But guys, I am going to close it out. I'm going to try to enjoy this Chiefs game. Hopefully you guys have a great rest of your day. Appreciate everybody who did tune in. All you guys are the best. Looking forward to the offseason. I would like to try to do some content this offseason for sure. It's just hard. I haven't been super motivated between my job and everything in my personal life, but this offseason I want to try to do some content, talk about the coaching search. So looking forward to that. And appreciate all you guys. Just hope. Unfortunately, it's basically what it's been the last 6 years outside of that 1 year where we're all looking forward for the end of the year and the offseason, which sucks. I hate being here, but we are where we are. I don't know. Hopefully we get Jackson Dart back soon and get to see him for 4 or 5 games to close out the year. But guys, be good, man. Have a great rest of your day. Appreciate all you guys.